Hello everyone and welcome back to Factorio Space Exploration playthrough. Unfortunately, there was an incident as I started playing about 30 minutes ago, so I started recording, and all of a sudden, the whole home where I'm living in went black. The electricity went out. So I'm not sure what happened. Not sure if it's too much usage or maybe some very temporary cut from the provider. I don't know. I don't know what happened, but the fact is that we have lost the first 30 minutes of playthrough of this episode. Good thing is that nothing really happened. We have started improving our science productions. I've put energy models, the speed models everywhere. We have improved material production above, and as you can see here, we are improving the energy one. So the goal was to settle at 180 science per minute, but that's not including the significant data, right? So we are producing catalogs at a very high rate, and most importantly, constant rate for all three sciences we have already. So as you can see, material science here is also very should be stable, and it's the same ratios as for others. And here another thing is that I had forgotten to turn on my microphone, so someone is gonna let us know in a second, and we can continue from the previous recording. So thanks for watching, and hope you enjoy this episode. Oh! Oh! I was muted! I was muted! Thank you for letting me know. Man, that was annoying. So, okay, I was explaining useless without any usefulness. So basically what happened is that all power died. All power in my house died. Everything just died. Everything turned black. And it never happens. It never happens. It happened for the first time. I had to restart everything, and it was really weird. It was really weird. Everything had to be like I turned off the AC, I turned off some machines, but I'm not sure if it's the problem with the consumption, or it's maybe the temporary outage from the provider. So not sure which one is at fault. But yeah, that happened. Not very pleasant. Sorry about that. Yeah. Let's do it like this. This is like this. Let's do it like this. Okay, and here as well. Okay, so I had to restart everything, but hopefully, like first, thanks for auto-saving. Factorio auto-save is really had really helped me out here. And then yeah, I'm not sure what to do in order to prevent that, but it's literally the first time that happened in half a year, so maybe it's nothing to worry about. But then again, I'm living in this place for only half a year, and we are winter for the first time, and at winter there is more power consumption than usual, right? So maybe it's maybe it will never happen again, but maybe it's just I need to be careful about what kind of machines are on, right? So, yeah. Is it okay now, by the way? Is everything okay? Is the stream okay? Is my voice okay? Is everything back to normal? Just want to make sure. So let's check the cooling. Let's check the cooling. We need to do these with cryo slush, while providing the cool thermofluids, and let's do the this one. Okay, we need 2 and we need 16 thermal radiators here. We need 16 thermal radiators. Okay. All fine, perfect. Thanks for confirming. What are you up to, by the way? Are you playing Factorio now? Are you working on your sciences? What are you up to, Kano? Or maybe you are working on some trains? Wouldn't be surprising. And 16, 4 more. Farming in Rust. Oh, Rust business going on here. Never played myself. I just heard about it. Not sure if it's my kind of game, but getting scrap to research before map. It's wiped tomorrow. It's wiped tomorrow. Oh, okay. There's too much of this one. It's like server reset, like in Diablo. You have sometimes some leaks or something, or I don't know how that works. How are we doing on map is deleted, but the research transfers? It's like a reset, right? It's a normal regular reset. I see. I see. So yeah, here it's all set up. There it's all set up. Let me check biosludge now, and then we can be checking the remaining parts. Biosludge, the bioscience. 180. Can we? Not sure if it's possible to quickly input the beacons, but shift right click, copy, control right click, edit. Yeah. Okay, let's do it like this. Because I don't want to be decomposing everything once again. So let's keep it at this, and let's. I mean, if you're playing Rust, I'm gonna catch up with you. I hope, because I'm playing Factorio only. Every day progress. You're giving me time to catch up with you. Okay, cool. Now we have the breakdown of biological science, which is all nice and clean. So what is the amount of machines we need to fix? Let's start again with the. Do you have, by the way, do you have any more modules? Because we have used a bunch of speed modules here. I think we have some at the top. Yeah, I'm sure we have some at the previous factory. I'm sure. Here we have a bunch. We have a bit. Yeah, probably gonna need to grab some. And how's our tier 5 models doing? How are the models? Oh, we have 57 tier 5 models already. Let's be replacing the sciences. They give 12 productivity. So and these ones I believe it's 8. Yeah, we have 50% more productivity now. Oh, I didn't mean to pick the sciences. Modules. Modules. Oh, I didn't mean to pick the sciences yet again. So how many do we have left? We have 21. So 6, 6, and 6. We can put these here. Again, Kano, it was your idea to make manually a bunch of models just for science. It was, again, really good idea. You're having a lot of nice ideas, man. A lot of nice ideas. Let's get rid of all the unimportant stuff. Going to scrap. And let's put the models back here so they are transformed into tier 5 ones. It's almost done. We can replace one more lab, and we can wait on the other two in a second. But we can already be starting a research. I don't mind. I don't mind. It's we're gonna be losing almost nothing. Oh, here are the models. Here are all the blue models. Perfect. Don't need to go back for them. Okay. Cool. Cool. So let us push. Oh, I thought it was some kind of super meteor or something. Let's push the bioscience towards 180 SPM, and then check out if we're properly recycling. Check if we're properly recycling, and then check if we need and then do as the astronomical one. And we're going to be having 4 sciences and 180 SPM. Man, that's amazing. That's amazing. Okay, from the bottom top. How many radiators? 9 radiators. Let's do it. And these, well, only 1. Okay. I mean, we can leave the 2. Didn't even count how many we had. Okay, cool, perfect. Let's have 10. That's good. So now we need. Oh, the cool is not used, only the cold one. Okay. So how much watt? 2.5, 2.4. Let's grab 2 more biochemical. Let's grab a bunch of buildings. We can get rid of them if necessary. So let's grab a bunch of buildings here. Oh no, it was to the left. All the bio buildings were to the left. So this one, let's grab a bunch of these. Let's grab, these are very fast, I remember. We don't need a lot. These are for the astronomy. Okay, good. So watt, it was 3. 3 of watt. Oh, it was nutrient gel. It was nutrient gel. And it was not even, it was biochemical ones, which were here. Okay, we had a bunch. So 3 of chemical gel. Are they all tileable? Yeah, they're all tileable. I've made them all tileable. We need to copy together with these, though. Okay, like that. They should be all pretty tileable. Oh, forgot to copy these. Okay, good. Let's also put the models into all of these. These are for the recycling, and it's for the best. Oh, look at the power! Look at the power! We are already not far from. We are already over half of the limit. Look at the power. Okay, good. Now we need to check the watt. Watt is only 2.4, so yes, yet again we need 2 of these. Unfortunately, they don't fit in between. That's really a bit annoying. Why did I choose to play them here? Let's move it in between these 2. Yeah, let's move it. I think moving it is gonna be a bit smarter. Yeah. Something like this. Something like this. That's why I don't have a rigid substation grid. Yeah, but I mean, you could always try to do something in between, right? It also looks cool. It also looks cool. But yeah, I mean, I'm having more problems than it helps, actually. It does look neat. But I'm hoping to get the super ones at some point, at some nearby point in the future. It's fine. The super big ones. And your energy too? That's it? Oh, that's easy. That's easy. Yeah, after we are done with all the tier 1 packs, I think I'm gonna be checking out. I'm gonna be. Oh, I'm gonna check out how many of the what our other packs provide, and because at some point we need to expand all of these operations to their own bases with the trains and stuff. But before we do so, we need to make sure we unlock everything. Because if we try to expand before unlocking all the useful stuff, we are gonna be shooting in our own legs, right? Like, what's the expression in English? In French, you say you shoot your own legs when you try to do something which is counterproductive to for yourself. Okay. But look, if you place stuff in between the substations, it works. It works. It's a bit hacky, but it works. Okay, so you are also. How many of you? Oh, only 0.6. Okay, you are very fast. Only 0.6, which is perfect. Now, how much biomass? 10 of these. Oh man, that's a lot. These are. Shoot yourself in the foot. Oh yeah. I think I've heard that one. Shoot yourself in the foot. Let's not shoot ourselves in the foot or anywhere else, for that matter. Okay, so these are fine, right? Yeah, they just need the bioculture and they output a bunch of stuff. So we have 6 and we need 10. So 1 and 2. Okay, good. Good. Oh, let's do research. Let's do research. I think we have 6 last modules. Tier 5. Oh yes. Oh yes. And let's replace everything here in the labs. Man, 50% more productivity models. Oh, hold on. Oh, I didn't even replace there. Okay. And now everything here is using... How many productivity do we have now? Let me hide the... 77 instead of 48. That's neat. We gained 50% of productivity. And that amounts to a saving of about 1/4 of the packs. 1/4? So, yeah, somewhere around that. Let's replace you with the storage one, and let's set you to the modules so we can actually ask for you if necessary. Where are you? Where are you? Here. Good. It's the only one we have researched, despite having unlocked. And let's do research. Let's do research now. Thermal radiation. Yeah, speed is unnecessary, but at some point we can do it. Oh, where is the radiator 3? Where is the... Is it also energy? Radiation 3. I mean radiation 2. We have a blue thermal radiator. Oh, it's astronomy. Oh, we're gonna be having it soon. We're gonna be having it very soon. Oh, cool. That's neat. And I wanted to search as well for I forgot. I think there was some other improvement we could be making of the whole. I don't remember. Okay, let's finish with the biology. So we are done with. Let's put the speed modules, and we are done with the biomass. Biomass. Why is it not coming? It's kind of coming, but it's very late. Why are you not working? Oh, okay. I see what's going on. I see what's going on here. I see what's going on. You are being You are not being very nice. Oh no. Hold on. Okay. Sorry about that spam. What spam? And data, right? I think we could use the big one for data. And now it almost works 100% of the time, but again, almost, right? Let's do two of them. Man, this is really fast. This one is super fast. And then again, we need we need both filters here. One is not cutting it. One is not cutting the genetic data. Okay, we need two filters. How much, by the way? They need, yeah, half of a belt is good. Half of a belt is good enough. But how are we gonna do it? Okay, let's output from here. Let's do it like this, and let's output you from here. Like that. Now it should be good. Still no good. Okay, let's replace you as well. Man, that's yeah, they can't be that close then. In that case, they can't be that close. But it's fine. You can be moved one tile to the left. Oh, this is now annoying, but that's okay. Maybe we can also move the tank. Hold on, I think we can move the tank. Have like 7 stack in server for that machine, it's still not running smoothly. Yeah, do you have mini loaders, by the way? I mean, I think if you had mini loaders, you would use these instead, right? So probably you don't have. Okay, now it should be good. Now it should be good. We can input half of these. Like that. If we do it like this, it should be good. Oh, the out. Oh yeah, the output, of course, of course. Output full. Yeah, now the problem is the output, so we need to filter. I don't have many Loras. Yeah. Let's have the genetic data output on its own. Oh, but we need to make it. Hold on. We need to make it. We need to make it a bit. So let's copy you. Oh, why bother? We are having the. These are going there. These are going there, and the rest is going there, right? And the rest is. We need to get the bioculture to the right. Let's have 3 lanes. Yeah, why bother? Let's have 3 lanes. Okay, hold on. They output 10 watt and 10 genetic data, and oh no, 10 bioculture and 9 genetic data. Let's have the genetic data go together with junk data card, and bioculture is gonna be on its own. Like this, and we can actually done. We can connect you here and put you right here, and this is gonna be a bit better, I think. if we do this, so you are gonna be outputting only the data. Yep, only the data, genetic data, and you are gonna be outputting everything except genetic data. And that means the culture and the yep, and this works. I think this works nicely. This works nicely. Yep. Now this machine. Seriously? It's kinda working, but not kinda. You're a vanilla fanatic as soon as possible. I see, I see. Makes sense. Makes sense. I remember you telling other people we are a cult. We are a cult. I mean, you're not wrong. You are not wrong. We are kind of a cult around advanced fluid handling. You are not wrong. Yeah, you know why this machine is kind of a problem? Because it doesn't have a big enough buffer. It doesn't have a big enough buffer, and the buffer in Factorio is calculated automatically depending on the item stack size. And because VATS and Bioculture only have 5 stack item size, the buffer is really low. So you have a very short amount of time to output everything. Hello, MindMouseCraft. How are you doing today? Hello, hello. Guten Tag, guten Tag. my poor knowledge of German. Are you outputting? You are not outputting. You need the big one. You need a big one. Guten Tag, Manix. Are you German too? Guten Tag, everyone. We are, for those who have arrived, we are trying to push all sciences at 180 and go with 180 SPM for all space sciences. And it's almost done for this one. Let me check again. You really need 3 of these, and 3 of these are enough to fit this one? Yeah. Oh, it's 0.6 anyways. You don't need to be working 100% of the time. Fine and relaxing with some days to die. 7 days to die? Oh, yeah. I know some people are playing that one right now. How many space sciences do we have built? Here, have a look. We have energy, material, and we are fixing the ratios for the bio. And we are going to be able to be building Astronomical Science right after. And we have prepared the mirrors. We have light oil, so it's going to be very fast, I think. And before we were like, it was weird. I had like 16 per minute for material and 30 per minute for energy. So it was really, and I feel like they should be the same because we want to be producing same amount of insight for the significant data and whatnot. So I'm trying to. I decided to fix all of this production to 180 of each, and after this is fixed. We're gonna be having easier times with ratios. So just finishing this one. This 10 growth facility instead of 1. Really 10 instead of 1. Even with modules. Oh man, that's some big growth. I mean, yeah, we need biosludge. Look at the biosludge. It's struggling so hard. Yeah, we can't really move that one. I think you can move the big one. Yeah, let's make the big one. Let's move the big one. Let's move the big one. We need to adjust the outputs, but it's fine. Like that. Like that. Yeah, we can move it. And this one is okay. And we need to adjust these connections. Move you, and move you. Oh. Okay, good. And now we can scale. Are you yeah, this is enough. 1 blue server is enough. Okay, good. Let us scale it. Like that. Yeah. So we need 10 of these. 10. 3, 4. What's the energy situation, by the way? It's okay. For now, it's okay. So 4, right? 3 more times. Oh, 2 by 2. 1, 2, 3. And let's have, yeah, 3 more biochemical, right? Yep. Okay, this is gonna be done pretty soon. Scaling is easy, because these are all lines, these are just rows, right? Columns. So scaling is super easy. Scaling is super easy. And that's the advantage of building it like this. But it would be harder to expand in the future, because as you can see, the rows of the top ones are going to be touching the bottom ones. And also we are going to be having problems with the belt, with how much a belt can hold, so we cannot expand too much, but we don't need to expand too much. The point here is to set up a basic production of sciences, and then in the future we're going to be having like locations. We are going to be having like a big location for all material ones, for all sciences one, or all energy one. But for now we just need tech, because if we don't have tech, we can't be having cool toys. We need tech here. So let's try to make it appropriately positioned. I think there, and there. Yep. Good. So these are also now perfectly. Oh, do we have too much? Biosludge output is full. What's going on here? Oh, it's fine. It's 15k. Of course, it's 15k. And we are not consuming them too much, because this has not been upgraded just yet. So now we are at cars. How many genetic data cards do we need? We need 0.3 machines producing genetic data cards. Oh man, that's easy. That's easy, but we are probably gonna be needing a bit more output here. How many do we need? 211 per minute. Yeah, let's have 2 hands, just in case. Let's have 2 hands. Okay. And cards, 1 per second. I mean, that's okay. 1 per second input, 1 per second output, and they are working at the speed of 10. Okay, let's have 2 just in case. And let's scale. Darn you. Yeah, I see what you mean, Kano. I see what you mean. Let's have them 2 by 2 like that. Huh? What are these? Oh, no. I'm doing crap. We don't need them. We don't need them. Okay. Okay, we just need this. We just need this one. Just need this one. Okay, cool. So how many of the mechanical ones? We need 9 of the mechanical ones. Don't have any. Okay, let's check. 9 mechanical ones. 3 biochemical. These are biochemical. 2.1, but we should never underkill. Never underkill. So 3 biochemicals, 9 mechanicals. 3. Okay, let's just grab them. Mechanical, biochemical, plasma, thermodynamics. Mechanical, chemical, plasma, thermodynamics. Mechanical, chemical, plasma, thermodynamics. Mechanical, chemical, thermodynamics, chemical, and plasma. Plasma and hello, Guri, how are you doing? And thermodynamics. Mechanical, chemical, plasma, thermodynamics. Plasma. I think we have mechanical somewhere. Mechanical here. thermodynamics, and we need chemical. What did it look like? Chemical facility? Biochemical. Yeah, of course. Of course, it's here. It's right here. How are you doing? How are you doing? Welcome, welcome. Welcome to the stream of struggling with space. Like everyone. But thanks to the help of various modes such as Factory Planner, we are having good time with the amount of machines, and that's really neat. I really like good ratios. I like good ratios. Let's grab some landfill. I don't like to be overkilling, but I like good ratios. Oh, and let's do research. Let's do research. What are we waiting for? We should also research a bit of these, but maybe later. This is all yeah, this is astronomy, so we can't do that yet. We can do medpack. Yeah, sure. Let's do medpack just to get rid of it. This is a yeah, this is an intermediate component. Let's do it. Let's do all the intermediate stuff. Chromium cable as well. Yes. Radiation speed. No, we don't need that one. Let's do lasers. Yeah, let's create a bunch of text. That's perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. Okay. Oh yeah, and I wanted to grab some landfill, space landfill. This mod looks good. What's the end goal? Hey, Vanash Panda, how are you doing? How are you doing? I think the goal is written somewhere here. I think there is a goal, but I'm not sure what's the goal. There is an endway goal. There is an endgame goal. You must have, yeah, helpful URLs. There is an endgame goal, but I'm not sure which one it is. There is a victory condition. I've heard of that. Your factory is growing. Glad to hear that. Glad to hear that. I'm happy that you didn't restart from scratch, Vanash Panda. I'm happy you did not restart from scratch. Restarting from scratch is yeah, it's not very. Oh, look at the text. Look at them go. It's not what's the word? What's the terminology I'm looking for? It's disheartening. Yes, that's the word. It's disheartening to start from scratch after losing your base. Disheartening. Pardon my pronunciation. Where is landfill? Oh, here. So I'm happy to hear your factory is back and running. So how many mechanical facilities here? 9. Okay, cool. We have 5. We need to add 4. Easy copy paste. You are not fitting, sir. Why are you like this? Why are you like this? It's fine. We shall fix you. We shall fix you. Oh, this one got copied. It's fine. Let's do a small little hack. Like this. Okay. What are you missing? Oh, the why don't we have any biomass? Why don't we have any biomass? You don't have bioculture. You don't have. We don't have vitamelange spice. Really? We don't have spice? Spice? We don't have spice. Let's check Nauvis. Let's check our rocket. Is the spice should be flowing. The spice must flow. Why doesn't the spice flow? Where is the spice? No. The spice isn't flowing. Oh, look at the chests. There is nothing there. There is nothing in the chests. We have used up all our stock of rare resources. We have used up everything. Except for beryllium, of course. We have used up everything. Oh, no, spice is here. What? Hold on. Spice is here. We have used up the we have used up iridium and the other one. Holmium. So we need to improve. Yeah, but there are like 10 miners maximum for each. I didn't go hard on miners. Okay, so here, why spice is not flowing? It is, it should be. It's in the buffer. Is it here? Ah, yes, of course, but of course. So basically the problem is when we are asking for items, we are sending a filter for every inserter, right? And we are having like 36 different items we might be needing, right? And problem is with setting filter is that look, now it's flowing. The problem is that each filter mini loader only accepts 5 items maximum for the filter. So if you ask for 10 items, but the wrong 10 are being set here, then basically they can't provide. So the best would be to have, look, we have 6 multiplied by 3, we have 18 different item types being stored in this buffer chest, which you are asking for. So I think the best would be to set up 18 combinators here, which would be filtering towards this chest, and the input from here would be filtered according to the items this chest can actually output. But and right now the filters have reached the stage where the chest can output, and it's being output. However, my question is, why are we having scrap? Why scrap is taking up 2 filter slots? Why are we sending scrap? Do we have scrap here? We have everything. We actually have everything. That's not good. We have all the items of the mall. And that's not ideal. That's far from ideal. I think we should only be sending negative numbers, are we not? Oh, we are sending everything, but we are filtering only negative numbers here. Here. This one is the filter which filters only negative numbers. So you can't really see output because it's too big. But if you check the input here, yeah, if you check the input of this one, this is the filter of the negative numbers. Okay, and the texts are getting done. That's really neat. Let's do max health. Let's do speed. Let's do everything. Crafting speed, yeah. So these are the ones getting requested. But why there is scrap here? Why are we having negative scrap? Where does the negative scrap come from? Is it in the memory? No, the memory does not have scrap. Where does the negative scrap come from? And let's also improve the amount of spice. Oh, this is extract. How much do we asking? How much are we asking? English, please. We are asking for 2k. That's not enough. That's why we are having vitamin launch problems, because 2k is far from enough. Let's ask for 4k of these. Let's ask for 4k here. These are all the requests we're making to our Nauvis space station, and as soon as we make a demand, as you can see, items should be coming in. Here I have increased the amount of vitamin launch we are requesting, and everything should be flowing in. However, why there is scrap being sent as a negative number? How is it even possible? How is it possible to output a negative number here? Let me check. Let's have 2 combinators here, and let's check the values of scrap. No, red one. Let's have scrap values. Is there a thing like whenever when you read logistics networks contents, if you request something, is it a negative number? Oh yes, they might be. The request for chests have negative demand. There has to be a goal. Like, what are you working towards right now? Science? Right now, yes. Basically, let me show you. In space exploration, you have this is vanilla science, the 6, and in space exploration you have that much more. These are intermediate components, and these are sciences. So you have astronomical science packs, you have biological, you have energy science packs, and you have material science packs. And at the end, I don't even know what they are. You have deep space science packs, and you need to be working on these. But there's a catch: you cannot build them on your planet. So you are basically moving in between different surfaces. You have a universe explorer here, You can see the solar system we are in. This is our sun, Calidus, and we are here on Nauvis. And we have explored our system a bit, and there are a bunch of planets, and each planet has a resource which it specializes in. So if you want to bring some resource you are lacking, you can always go to some planet and fetch it. And there are also rare resources which are not on the starting planet. So starting planet is just your basic vanilla resources, and you have some stuff like beryl, like vulcanite and stuff which you have to bring from other worlds, and then you need to deliver stuff into space. This is space. And here you are producing unique space thingies. It's a great mod. It's a great mod. Very interesting logistic challenges. So yeah, let me. I think I know what's going on here. I think I know what's going on. Man, these texts are flowing. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do the solar panels. We can have the solar panels. Let's do. Yeah, it's really cool. It's really cool. But it takes a lot of time. I think people are talking about 300 hours to 500 hours in order to finish the science, in order to finish the mod pack. But then again, what do you mean by finishing, right? I want to filter out the scrap, but they are in the network. They are in the network. How can we filter out all the scrap? We can multiply them by... Okay, there is a very easy solution. There is a very easy solution to set an extremely high positive number. If we have an extremely high positive number for scrap, we're making sure it's never going to be negative. And I think I'm going to go with this solution for now because it's just the most accessible one. Basically what I mean, let me explain. All our demands are in negative numbers, and Nauvis reads whatever is negative and it fills the rocket with this resource. So if we set a positive number, basically it's never going to be sent, and we have negative numbers in the network right now because we have a demand for scrap on some chests. We're always asking for scrap. So maybe we should replace it with storage chests instead of requester chests. Yeah, hold on. I think it's better. I think it's better. We're having a requester chest here for scrap and cargo pods, but I think if we replace the scrap everywhere from active provider to from passive provider to active provider, yeah, but it would require replacing it everywhere, right? And I don't even know where they are set. So let's just go with very simple solution here. Let's set scrap to 999999. 999999. And this one as well. 999999. Now we're sure we're not going to be seeing the scrap in our features on Nauvis. Yeah, look. Scrap is not here anymore. All we have... Oh, okay. Blank data cards as well. Basically all the trash, right? All the trash. And this as well. 999999. It's a bit of a brute force method, but it works. It works well. You're not on a planet right now. You're in space. Yes, exactly. Not on a planet. You have an interesting mechanic of cargo rockets, which travel between surfaces. I can show you. I can show you. We need to grab a rocket at some point. And there's interesting automation of these rockets. So look here, this is my space station here. We have basically how it's done. We have a lot of trains coming in and bringing in all the resources. They're being deposited in the chests, which are basically the buffers. And depending on the demand, the buffers, like the mini loaders here, understand what's being requested, and they send whatever is requested. And the rocket is filling up. Here is the inventory of the rocket. And you can automate automatic rocket launch. And I have set it whenever the rocket is almost full, whenever there's only 10 empty slots left, it launches. But we can also press the launch button manually. So here you can see the rocket is starting, and you can also have the next cargo which is being prepared. And this rocket is going to space. And it's gonna arrive here. It's gonna arrive here, and all the items are gonna be here, like this. Boom. All the items are here. Why aren't you waiting until the rocket is completely full? I left a bit of slots just in case, so that if we need to insert the capsule, for example, after a pre-fill, because we are waiting for the capsule to be back, right? So I've left some slots just in case, because the mini loaders here, they have this condition: they only insert if there's more than 20 empty slots, and the reason is that sometimes the items overflow. Like, I think, like, because of the stack size or some, no, this is one. But sometimes you have stacks which overflow, and if you have a lot of different items, you may have too much overflow. And if you use all empty space and you haven't finished inserting rocket sections, you may have a situation where you are stuck. You didn't automate the stupid capsule. It is automated. Look! It's like this. Basically, there's only one capsule which is traveling back and forth. This is a capsule. It's going up and then it's going down. And we are waiting for the capsule in order to reinsert it. We are waiting for the capsule. There's only one capsule traveling. But if you pre-fill the rocket and the capsule is not back yet, you won't be able to fill it again if you don't have this safeguard, basically. That's the idea. That's the idea. Maybe it's better to have several capsules traveling. I don't know, maybe it's better to have several capsules, but I have this idea that the rocket is going and then it is returning, right? And the capsule is the rocket. The capsule is the rocket. Waste like 50 rocket sections to send one capsule to Nauvis. We are sending back scrap. We are sending back some stuff, right? It's not just the capsule. We are getting rid of everything. Like, okay, for now we're not sending much. We're just sending a little bit of scrap. But if we send a lot of capsules into space, we are gonna be needing to ship them back at some point, right? Oh, we can put them all in the rocket. Yeah, it's a good idea. We could put them all in the rocket and send them back. That could be a good idea. That could be a good idea. Yeah, you're right. Could be better. Yeah, it's a bit wasteful like this. It's a bit wasteful indeed, indeed. We can do that a bit in a second. I really want to finish the astronomical science, and we can go and try to automate the capsules in this case. Yeah. Okay, hold on. So what's the situation here? You are lacking. No, you are not lacking. You are just missing the output. So what do you need? You biochemical 2.1. Okay, easy enough. You how much do you need? You are biocombustion. Biocombustion 6. Okay, just two more. Yep. Oh, with the... Hold on. Like that. And I think it's 2 to 1 here. I think it's 2 to 1. 5, yeah, 6, and how many of the... 3.4. Oh no, it's not 2 to 1. It's a bit worse. It's a bit worse. It's 4 to 6. It's about 4 to 6. Oh, that's that changes things. And by the way, these are not properly. These are not even properly. Okay, hold on. We're just outputting the steam, right? So. Let us do it like this. You can put one here, and you can put another one here. Yeah, let's do it like this. So we can only use these ones. No, that's stupid. That's stupid. Hold on. Let me do one like this. This way we are not going all the way to the top in order to reach like this, and like this. Okay, good. Now these are all working. These should be all, yeah, modules are everywhere. This should be outputting. And now we are done with all the data cards. We are done with data cards. All we need to do now is do the astronomical science. Oh, and let's scale the supercomputers here. So we need how many? Oh, hold on. Oh, no. No, it's fine. They are coming from here. Okay, 13 supercomputers. Yes, exactly. These are 5, 10. How many items per second is white belt? It's the same as blue belt. It's 45. 45 per second. So 10, I believe, yes, and 3 more. And we need some of these. Hold on. Where are you going? I mean, they can just go to the bottom. Here. Okay, good. Got you. You are here. Yep, and you are on the opposite side, which is exactly here. Good. This is also ratio has been stabilized. Ratio is stable. Ratios are all stable everywhere. So this needs a 5th one. I think it's 5 everywhere, right? We did 5. Oh, more than 5. Oh, hold on. How many materials inside did you need? Control R. So we have here the 4.1 everywhere. 4.1, 4.1. Yes. Good. So 5. Okay, and 2 of the big machines. 2 of the big machines. Yes. These, and we can also we can move this machine a bit to the right. Okay, fine. Something like this. And oh, one more. Ah, 2 more. Fine. Oh yeah, and not 2 more. 2 would be a bit. I'm afraid of the next one. So these are all going here. What? Ah, yes, the liquid. 2 are going here, and this one is. Oh, we need. Yeah, I'd prefer. Let's make a 4x4, 2x2. I mean, let's make a 2x2, and let's put it here. Yep, and let's copy that here, and let's put it back. Extract. Yeah, extract. Cool. Okay, nice. Now we can input everything here and put it a bit to the bottom so that we have space here. And now all we need to do is connect the liquids and the contents of this chest. Too far. Come back. The darkness of space. Okay. Let's evacuate the items here. Let's use 2 mini loaders. Filter ones. Okay. So one is gonna be for the extracts and one is gonna be for the significant data. So here is the extracts. And here is the data. Data? Good. Yeah, like this is good. Really? That's okay. We only need 2 of these. We only need 2. And, oh, and we also need to be evacuating the liquid, the hot liquid. Like this. Okay. And do it like this here, and we are done. We are Gucci. Just put the inputs. Is it gonna be fast enough? Let's check with the speed. Oh, it's not fast enough. We need 20 of the extracts. And only 1 of data. Hold on. 1.8 per minute. You need 1.8k per minute. 1.8k per minute. That's a lot. That's more than half belt. So we need 1 full belt of you. So... how shall we do it? You need too many items, you know? Bruh. Okay, let's not build these. Let's put the chest in between, and yeah, it's gonna be easier. Let's do it like this. Hey, thank you for following, Goody. Thank you for following. Hope you're gonna try this mod on your own. It's really nice. It's really neat. Okay, let's put it here and let's draw from it. It's really, really nice mod. So are we properly inputting? Oh, okay, we don't have enough extracts, of course. How many do we need, by the way? Okay, let's have 50, only 50 significant data and 500 extracts here. Yeah, why not? And no insider catalogs, because they're coming from here. So yeah, we are lacking. We are heavily lacking the extracts. We need to. It's like after we finish all the sciences, we need to go back to Nauvis and establish some improved mining of the rare resources. Yeah, improved mining of rare resources. And one other thing we need to do is is bring the cannons here, because on Nauvis we don't have any cannon shooting meteors, and the meteors are a threat. They have been hurting us. We have been hurt so many times in the past. To do something about it. About our bullies. Okay, we have 140 180 SPM of each science tier 1. So let's do the Astro Science. Yeah, let's do Astro one. Let's do Astro one. This one is the first. I haven't yet done anything about it. So let us. I mean, I have prepared production of the mirrors, the basic mirrors, but let's set it up. So what do we need for you? And we are going to be making you with beryllium, because you are way too expensive without it. So beryllium. Okay. Then we are going to be doing insights and then catalogs, and then these, because it requires. Oh man. Okay, it requires 3 of each. So 1 free item is gonna be the one we provide, which is blank data card. 2, 3, and we can already be calculating. Oh, let's do the frames. 2, 3, and then let's do the liquids with the slush, please. Slush, please. Cold thermofluid. We are gonna be making it by using this one. Cooling to -10, and free item is gonna be the basic one. Okay. Oh, that's expensive in thermofluid. We need 1.3k of thermofluid. Really? Cold thermofluid. Cooling thermofluid, yes. 50k per minute. Yeah, we are gonna be providing 1.3k per minute. We're gonna be providing 1.3k per minute. How much can you provide? You're providing 2 per second multiplied by your craft time. 2 per second multiplied by 34, so 70 per second. Oh, that's a lot. 70 per second, that's a lot. We need 1.2k per minute, so it makes it 20 per second. About 20 per second, yeah. Yeah, yeah, something like this. So should be okay. Should be okay. Should actually be okay. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's grab the buildings. How many buildings? Oh wow, telescopes are so expensive in space. 33, and that's with the speed models. 33 telescopes. Fortunately, we have a bunch of them here. We have a bunch of them. Let's also set why not producing? You need low density structures. Are we lacking low density structures here, or they are all loaded? I think we're lacking the... Oh, pop, pop. We have a congestion here. We have a congestion problem here. We have a congestion problem because, yeah, so basically what's happening here is that the trains have the following schedule. They go find a supply of items they need, then they go to the stacker full of items, like you can see here, and then they go to this station empty themselves. However, the next step is to loop back and go back to the supply. And if they cannot find a supply, if no station is providing the item they want, they're gonna be waiting here, happy little trains, blocking everyone and being an annoyance. However, the problem is not that the trains are blocking. The problem is that we don't have supply. So that's why I was like, it's fine. It's fine. We just don't have supply. We need to fix the supply. Anyway, we need to fix the supply. If we don't fix the supply, we cannot have the items in space at all. And this is where we shall be improving everything. Let's see how our rocket packs are doing, by the way. We have a nice little factory, and they're full. Yeah, rocket packs are all Gucci, except you. You need low density structures. Okay, we have a problem with low density structures. I mean, it has already been established, and they're here. Oh, and this is full. The belt is full. What's happening? What's happening here? What's happening? Yes. Oh. Okay, the problem is not with the supply. The problem is they have been stuck. Guys, we have a signaling problem. We have a signaling problem at Nauvis. Look at these. Look at these. Where are you going? You are going for stone. Because you are asking for how many? Only 2 trains at once. How come there are 3 trains coming here? That means that there is a mistake somewhere. So let's see. You are set to 0. You are set to 0. You don't need any... Oh. Oh. I understand the deadlock here. I understand. So basically, what's going on here is that we have a mine. We have a stone mine, which is kind of depleted already. And we have been using stone mine to feed directly this station. But because we have been using mine, this had called for some stone trains at some point, but it got filled by the mine, stone mine, and it never got emptied. I mean, it got too much full, and when the train came, they couldn't output anymore. But it's really weird that the trains... We're asking for 36k of stone. How much do we have? We have 25k. We're asking for too much stone. We're asking for too much stone. We need to be having 3 times the amount. So we need to be having only 12k. Not sure why are we asking for that many trains. And it's not 80k as well. It's only 4k. Okay, this is a mistake. This is the number determining how much a train can hold. And we are copy pasting stations everywhere. And sometimes we forget to change. Because item stack is 50, trains can only hold 4k, and the max amount should be something multiplied by 3. Up, 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 up. 25k. Something like that. We have been asking for too much. And therefore the trains are stuck. How should we deal with it? Can we deal with it? Okay, we can deal with it actually. We can deal with it kinda easily. We just need to send you it at your stacker. You don't need to be here. Just go at your stacker. You as well, go at your stacker. So this is gonna be undeadlocked. Undeadlocked. I hate stuck trains so much I can't even look at it. When I see stuck trains, I'm immediately thinking, oh, I made a big mistake somewhere, and I really want to find the mistake. Because I'm imagining the perfect system where trains are flowing like a river, you know? You can see trains never stopping, flowing like a river. And whenever I see stuck trains, I really want to unstuck them as fast as possible. There's some war here, it's fine. Or do we have any other stuck train situation? And because of that, basically because of that, there were 2 trains in the stack here waiting to come pick their LDS, and they could not, and that's why everywhere else where trains needed LDS, they just couldn't come because the station accepts only 2 trains at once. So now it should be all good and it all should be producing. And the trains should be coming for the LDS here. Yeah. Okay, good. Now it all should be unlocked, and the rocket station should also, yeah, you can see they're all unlocked. Okay, good. You're almost good to go. Okay, and I'm really happy. We don't have to go back to Nauvis to fix stuff. I'm happy we can continue with the Astronomical Science. So let me just drop everything here. I have a bunch of items in the inventory. Need to get rid of these as fast as possible. What else? Significant data. Yeah, we can get rid of these, but putting it where it's being produced. What are you lacking? Oh, you can't. What? Oh, you're like no. You can't output the thermofluid. What? Oh, it's too far. Okay. Let's put the data here. Let's also drop the energy somewhere. Oh, we have bio, we have energy. Let's drop all of these. Yeah. I think we can just do this. Now, and these for the catalogs. And drop the energy stuff somewhere. Somewhere at the energy place. For the catalogs and these ones. And we have material catalogs as well. Okay. Oh, we also need to set up the recycling of the left super canisters, and now it's possible. Now this is actually possible because we have the decontamination everywhere. So let's do it. It's really, it could be done instantly. It could be done here, where we just need to pipe in the contaminated stuff. It can be in the middle, it's fine. So you are decontaminating the life support. You are making an empty one. Oh, it should be together with where we're producing, right? You are making empty ones. We don't have space here. Hold on. Oh. It's like water, right? Let's do it like this. And this one goes here and here. These two are unnecessary. So you can be fitting here. We can be moving you here, can be moving you here, here, and now this one could go here. And this is the decontamination. So here the important part is they need to be outputting into the same chest. They need to be outputting into the same chest of empty canisters, and we need to be only outputting from the left side only when it's not too full. Hmm? What? Oh. Yeah, I didn't have time to put the filter on there. So every item from every active provider chest is coming here. That's a bit annoying. I should be putting the storage chest somewhere outside the network, setting up the filter and only then moving it. Only then moving it. Let's get rid of it. All the robots are kind of stuck now, like this. And you should be connected. And it should be when the item here, empty life support canister. Where is it? Empty life support canister. Not these. Huh? Here? I couldn't find it for the life of me. Okay, let's say under 50. Top up until 50, and you can actually output it whenever. And these cannot find. These are stuck because they can't find anywhere to drop their item. But that's okay. That's okay because they're, and these as well. They're gonna be able to drop it here after this has been used. But we need the yellow one. For some reason, the yellow one has not been producing. Why? What's the problem here? Compressive strength data. You need iridium. Okay, we are lacking the iridium. Okay, that's the bottleneck here. We need to be reviewing our mining operations. We have too much of other items, but not enough of this. And let me also check about the inside. The inside should not be piling up. If it's piling up, it's no good, because it's going into active provider. Yeah, and I think it should not be going into active provider, as well as blank data card. No, blank data card should be going into active provider because it should be put into storage, but not the inside. Okay, that's the mistake. Let me fix that as well. There should be an inside, a storage inside, or active provider of the inside, or a storage is better. Yeah, storage is better. So let's make a storage. Let's not put it in the zone first. Let's make a bunch of chests. So you are going to be storage for the inside. For the bio inside, and let's put it here, and you are gonna be okay. Good, let's drop you in there, and you are gonna be outputting the storage only when let's do anything. Everything is below 500. We don't want to produce too much inside. I mean, 500. Okay, let's do 2000. 4 rows, 2000. We don't want to be overproducing the inside, I think. And here should be the filter. So right hand side should be the data card. And the data card should go into active product chest. Hey Wondergraph, how are you doing? How are you doing? What's up? What's up, man? And we still have a very interesting thing to do. A very interesting thing to do. And all of you guys are gonna be like, no, father, no! Yes, son. Kovarex is waiting for us. No, father. Yes. Oh. Right. Oh, and that was a mistake. Okay. One more Kovarex. Yes, one more Kovarex. Simply because it should be optimal. Simply because it should be optimal. For those who are new to the stream, we are reworking Kovarex every now and then in order to make it optimal. And fine, thanks. Finally, one more DSP speedrun attempt. Extremely stupid. I'm sure it's way better than many of us can do so. But once you are satisfied with one, if you have it on YouTube or something, you can send it and shall have a look. Okay, hold on. I wanted to do the Astronomical Science really quickly, and then we can do Kovarex. Let's do Astronomical Science. Before that, let's do the same logic as above for the insides. Here is again the It's not good, it's not good. Let's do the same. Let's do the same here. Yeah, I think we can copy directly, like this. Yep. Yep. So why are you not producing? What are you lacking? Conductivity data. Is it the rare resource? Yep, it's holmium. It's holmium. I knew it. I knew it. It's holmium. It's always something bad. Oh, and you need to be featured to this insight. Cool. And now these can go back and put the insight into their locations. Oh, and here is already done. But let's do it properly. I just hate I forget to put the insert as one part of blueprint 2 times. Spend 1 hour without huge part of production. Yeah, I recommend before scaling up, you need to test your minimal blueprint before tiling it, right? If it's a tile. Okay, nothing can stop us from making astronomical science now. Nothing can stop us. Nothing can stop us. Let's do it. Let's do it. Astronomical science. Here we go. Here we go. So here, you're producing from beryllium. And you need 3 machines fully moduled producing beryllium plates, producing 6.3k of beryllium plates. Oh my god. Oh, it's almost... Oh, it's one belt for each of the telescopes. So let's do it like this. Let's have a row of telescopes, and let's have a belt of each in front of each telescope. Let's do it like this. So we need 3 rows of telescopes. We need to be looking a lot. We need to be looking into the skies a lot. So let's have it here. Like this, and let's do it like this. And let's do another one like this. Minimum length. Okay, so these need to get their input, which is a bunch of glass, beryllium, coal, and like oil. But these are all below. These are all kind of easy, I would say. These are all below the half belt, so that's kind of that's good. That's good. At least that's good. So we can actually copy. There was one neat little thingy which I did at some point, don't know where, but that's okay. We can redo it. So the idea here is to have them being inserted by the mini loaders. By the way, should we ask for mini loaders? I think we should ask for mini loaders. Or do we? I think we're not even producing them in the mall. That's okay. So something like this, and this is gonna be going up, going like this, and then there's gonna be a second one here, and this is gonna be going like this as well. So the first row is gonna be yeah, let's put a requester. Let's put a requester here with all the items, and let's filter it. So we need 3 items. We need glass, beryllium, and coal. Okay. Beryllium plates. Let's do 2,000. 2,000 beryllium plates, 2,000 coal, and 2,000 glass. Okay. Now let's get them out. Up. No sand. Beryllium. Coal, and let's do this one here. Glass. So this way we can do it like this. And this one is gonna go here. So now it's gonna be loaded into every single one of these. Something like this. I've tested a split fuel blueprint on 2 parts each, belts plus power poles and machines inserters, because amount of entities used by blueprint capped by technology. And to prevent using a lot of science packs on this technology, I was need to split all blueprints on parts with less than 300 entities earlier than... sounds... yeah. sounds like just an unfortunate thing, right? Why are you not outputting? Okay, now you are. Okay, and now we need to have rows with the telescopes. 35 each. I mean, let's have 36. When you place machines with inserters into ghostly bells, game just ignores inserters. You think it should be? You think it's like a bug? It should be something that could be fixed. Maybe you can post a message. I heard DSP developers are pretty reactive. Oh, they're small. They're tiny. I heard DSP developers are pretty reactive. So let's have this one. Oh, and again, an opportunity to use the 3-to-3 pipes. 3-to-3 pipes are really good in this case. So we need 36 of each. So let's do it. And they also need their blank observation frame. How shall we proceed with that one? How should we proceed? How should we proceed? Should we put one in the middle? No, I feel like the middle should be reserved. Should be reserved for... I mean, no, actually we could, and it would be better. I think it would be better if we used... yeah, I think it would be better if we did it like this. Oh, so then we can combine... Oh, yes, guys, I have a perfect blueprint for you. I have a perfect blueprint for telescopes. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Yeah, I know I didn't finish here. I'm gonna finish in a second. So, because they're positioned like this, they can be drawn from the same... they can be drawn from the same sides here. Hold on, I think these are unnecessary. Yep. Okay, they are properly positioned within the boundaries of their machine, right? So they can have an initial positioning here, and you can use 3-to-3 on the sides. In the middle, however, you have to use advanced fluid handling pipes. So one more reason to install this mod, everyone. One more reason to install the mod. If you haven't have it, I think it's hard. I think it's hard to have this set up. Yeah, I think it's hard. But in this way, you can actually have everything like this arrive from the inside. These arrive from the inside, and these are all going outside. And I think this looks neat. And best part is you can do this because they all accept the cool thermofluid. How fast do they produce? They need one every 5 seconds, so it's fine. Oh no, guys, sorry. They need to output. I forgot about the output. Oh, that sucks. Can we do some trick here? Can we do a trick? Can they output to like here? Can they output to like here? Is it possible for these to output here? I don't think it's possible without Bob's inserters. I don't think it's possible. That's a bit wait. There is a way. Are you seeing the way, guys? Are you seeing the way? Do you know the way? Oh no, there's not. There's no way. This space should be used. I was thinking about something like this. Like you have a first output on the left, and you have a second output on the right, like this, right? This is all cool, but the input then, where are the input inserters going? What? What? Oh no! Oh, we need the cannons. We need the cannons fast. We need the cannons. Oh no! Oh no! Oh, that's bad. Here, deliver everything here. Man, this was a very big meteor strike. Wind stone. Yikes. Yikes indeed. Hey Kodiax, how are you doing? We need cannons here. That's becoming a necessity. Oh, did you not have a place for extracts? Are the extracts full? Oh, extracts are full. How about spices? Spices are also full. This is dangerous. Let's what are you? Stone? Let's have a second one for... Yep, let's have a second one for these. Okay, yeah, we definitely need to bring cannons. And while speaking of which, let's already be making... Oh, we can't. We don't have reports here. That's okay. That's okay. Let's finish the science. Let's finish the astronomical science. So the challenge with the astronomical science is the placement of telescopes here, because we need a lot of them. So this is all fine. This is all cool, but we don't have any place for the output of. So basically, what we need to do is we need to scale all of this by 1, to tile all of this by 1. So these are go here, and this is going here. Huh? Oh, seriously? I mean, they're fast. Now with enough text, they have become fast. So if you do, after we do this, we can actually move everything by 1 tile. Hold on. No, fine. So we can move. You can move U by 2 tiles, and we can move U by 1 tile. No, hold on. No. These move like this, and these. What? 1, 2. What? Hold on. Oh, okay. These are here. These are also. These are here. And these are here. Like that. So we have 2 spaces in the middle, and that's going to be okay. That's going to be okay. So we cannot have 1 space, but we can have 2. We can have 2. And now it's all easy because we have input and output. This one is going to be the output, for example, and the other one is going to be the input, like this. And everything can be tiled and scaled. Are we going to be having enough speed modules? Okay, so let's clean up the unused space here, and we need to have 36 of each. Let's see. Did we input everything, or is there any? Okay, this is the input, this is the output going top. Yes, no mistakes. I think no mistakes. And let's scale. So this makes 8, and we want 36. So we need 4 times this tile, 4 times. 1, and we need once again everything once again. Yeah, because 48 divided by 3 is 15. No, 16, and we need 16. We need twice. Okay, good. How about this is good. So we just need to bring some landfill. Sorry, I'm calling it landfill because it's landfill. It's space landfill, right? And the ratios are gonna be good. We are targeting 180 science per minute. 180 science per minute. I think this is good enough. No, it's not. Just a bit more. Okay. And let's clean up. Okay, good. Oh, this is looking really nice. It telescopes on the edge of the void. Oh, and we don't have the red ones. We don't have the... let's craft a bit. How many are we missing here? Oh, okay, cool. I think it's done. Except that we didn't plan for any. We didn't plan for power. We didn't plan for power. But I think that's fine. We can just place the regular. Oh, don't even have these. Yeah, I didn't plan for power, and that was bad. Are we producing them? Or what do we need? What do we need? We just need steel, right? Let's make a bench. Oh, by the way, I think we have unlocked the better ones. I think we have unlocked the better ones at some point. The energy one, yeah. Oh, these. Oh, they need blue. They need blue science. They need blue. Oh, they need some resource we don't have. This one also needs blue science. Okay, okay, fine. Soon, every problem shall be solved. Let's craft a bunch of these first. Just bring, take some steel. Oh, we don't have steel here. Oh no, this is the secondary steel. Okay. Copper and iron. Yeah, too much scaffolding, but we're gonna be using the scaffolding anyways. What's missing in there? Not enough space for what? For what? Oh, for coal. Let's make... no, hold on. Let's make a... Oh, we don't even have it. Okay, let me make a chest for coal. It's not good for us to have no space for items because the next rocket will not come. You have while we have items in these active providers, next rocket cannot come. We just need to copy the coal chest. Okay, and now coal can be deposited. And the next rocket is able to come. Okay, so let's quickly turn on the lights, because the telescopes need light in order to be able to see. You know, it's common knowledge. Telescopes need light. That's why James Webb is hiding from the sun. I mean energy. By light, I mean energy. By the way, are they taking much power? Are they taking much power? Are they taking much power? 4.2 megawatts. Yeah, that's a lot. They need energy, not light. Yeah, not sure why I said light. They need energy. Okay, and now we can put these like here. Or even connect... Yeah, let's connect them to the big ones. Let's connect them to the big ones. Yeah. Yeah, good. I think it's okay. The grid is a bit broken, but it's no big deal. They are looking pretty good. So you are gonna be the... Oh, can we actually evacuate them? Can we actually evacuate them? Hold on. Can we actually evacuate the output here? Can we evacuate the output? Maybe space here would be good. Maybe some space here would be good. So let's actually remove one row. It's gonna change. It's gonna invert a bit the. It's gonna invert a bit how they're positioned, but it's nothing. It's nothing. It's no big deal. Let's do this, and we can put this row here, like this. Yep. Now it should be good, and we have space to build out the resources. Let's use the scaffolding. Yeah, and I feel like the telescopes are the main challenge of the astronomical science. It feels like that. Hold on. We don't have the other ones? Okay, good. Let's bring everything out here. Okay. Mistakes were made again. This is the input. Never learn, never learn. No, this is fine. Oh, and it's perfect distance as well. It's perfect distance. Okay, good. So you are going here. You are going here. And you are going here. Another advantage of placing them like this, like one on each side, is that they all fill the belt. they all fill the belt from each side. So it's full from each side. And let's okay, let's do it like this. Okay, maybe we shouldn't break the the grid. Oh, but then these aren't connecting. Oh. 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 Man, it's so much better. Do we need this one now? I think, yeah, this one's not connecting. Okay, good. So we should be having the outputs as what? Why are you unpowered? It's not reaching. Ah, it's fine. Ah, it's fine. It's fine. It's just electricity. Okay, so as soon as we connect the thermofluids, everything should be done. Now, for thermofluids, we need 127 radiators. 127. That's a lot of cooling. That's a lot of cooling. But we are gonna be soon having the tier 2. Sorry, the tier 2 radiator. So let's check. Half. We need half of it. That's the challenge of Astro. The cooling is the challenge of Astro. Yeah, makes sense. Makes sense. Makes total sense to me. So the challenge would be the actually the fluid throughput, right? Fluid throughput. So maybe it was not such a good idea to make them have the connected inputs here. Maybe it was not such a good idea. Maybe it was not such a good idea. Or maybe we can just split them into 3. Maybe we can just split them into 3 blocks. Let's split them into 3 blocks. So they consume. We need to provide 50k because they consume 17k, 12, and 15k. Okay, and these are like 10% of what this consumes, so these are nothing. Which one is the infrared observation frame? This one is the one which requires the least infrared observation. The one in the middle? Oh, it was the one in the middle. First try. First, what? Okay, it's the one. They're all the same. They're all the same for now. Which one should be? How should we order them? I'd like them to be ordered from the biggest consumption to least consumption, and the least consumption should be connected with these ones. These ones should be added to the one providing 12k, so it's like at 15k. This 15k, this 17k. So we can have a third for each one. Let's have the heavy consumer on the left, the visible observation frame. Yeah, let's make you visible one. So then the second one should be this one, the UV. And the third one should be the infrared. Yep. And we can have three columns, one for each. And let's see if the throughput is gonna be enough. Yeah, apparently. Okay, I'm getting it now. The real challenge is the cooling. The real challenge is gonna be the cooling. We can actually input cooling from both sides, from the bottom and from the top. If you do it, maybe it's gonna be easier. It's gonna be easier to balance. If you have throughput problems, we can cut it in half by outputting from both sides. Okay, and they all need which one? The cold one, right? So we are gonna be passing through these anyways. And let's 36, right? 36. 32. I think I have miscalculated. We need 4 more. Hold on. We need 4 more. 3. 1, 2, 3. Like this. Empty space. Oh. Okay, now 36. Yes. And let's have a temper added in a TMP row where we can try to estimate the amount of cooling for the biggest one, because so that they don't mix. The biggest one, where is it? Are they here? UV? No, they're here. Oh man, we're gonna be having much more telescopes after. They're visible. The visible ones. Visible ones. Let us check. Not sure yet. And yeah, here we need to set up the amount of telescopes we have. 36. So they need 17K, and 70K is provided by how many? Oh, what about using the later recipes? But I think this one only doubles. Yeah, we're gonna be planning for 44 machines with the later recipe. 44 tier 2 radiators. Oh, and how many tier 1 with the basic one? Oh. Oh, 45 is almost the same. So we can start with 45, and as soon as we have these radiators and the better technology, we can replace both at the same time, and we're going to be having more efficient cooling. Cool. And the amount of radiators is not going to be changing. So for these, we're going to be needing... Let's have 46. Let's have 46. Exactly the amount. And at the same time, we need how many? 4 hypercoolers. Cool. Let's take them from here. Like this. Yep. Yeah, I think that's good. These and 4 of these. Should we put them in 2 columns or into 1 column? I think 2 columns is better, because 1 column isn't gonna... I think 2 columns are gonna be a bit more wieldy. A bit more wieldy. But how to organize them? They only have 1 input of the cool one. I'm thinking whether they should be done like this, or whether we should make them like this and move this whole thing to the left. But I think it's good if they are connected like one to each other, one to another. Oh yeah, it's better. It's way better, because we can connect them right in front of them. Oh yes. Oh yes. That's good. That's good. And what I mean by that is we can use the advanced fluid handling pipes. Let us bring some robots here in order to get the sustain of the items. So we can do this. We can do this into this one. Not like this. Yeah, we can do this. All of this can be like this. And then here we can be going into 3 directions for each one. Yep, like this. So they are directly inputting into these pipes for the thermocooling. By the way, do we have any output of the cool one? Because sometimes we output cool one. No, we only output cold one, so we don't need a balancing chest because we don't have a feedback loop yet. So let's see later for the feedback loop. Okay, these are working. How many do we need again? We need 46? 46? Okay, let's do 46. Man, I love Factory Planner. I don't know how it would have been without it. So 46 of you. How many was it? 24? 48? Oh, almost full amount. Should we have 48 just in case? Just because it's a round number? Nah, let's do 46. So 46 here, and oh, we don't have the radiators, but they're going to be placed by some very nice robots. Yes. Okay. Now we need to connect these on each side. Wherever there are no coolers, we can be connecting these onto this side. So the fluid flow between the hot one between the cool one and the cold one is gonna be okay, I think. We could even spread a more... oh yeah, I think we should be spreading these a bit more regularly, in a more regular fashion. So we are having here 46, so one every 11 or something. Let's have one every 10. Let's have one every 10. Let me cut this first. So let's have 5 at the top and 5 at the bottom. Hold on. Let's remove this first. Or 1 every 12. It's fine. Yeah, I think 1 every 12 is good. Oh, 1 every 11 is fine because you are in front of one of them. So if you can have 5 at the top and 5 at the bottom, it's gonna be very symmetrical. Like this. And then like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Copy this 5 at the bottom. And this is a tile. Oh. Hold on. It's under 22. Because they are by 2. 48. Let's say 48. So 1 for 12. So it's like 6 in total. 6 in total. Or like 10 to make it more even. So 1 tile and 4 at the top and 4 at the bottom. That's it. Because we need 5 on one side. 2 at the top and 2 at the bottom. One side. So it's like 1 in front of 10. 1 in front of 10 and it's gonna do the trick. It's gonna do the trick. Like that. It's gonna be more regular, not very regular, but a little bit more regular, like this. And you can see even the pipes are reaching from here. They are reaching from here. The one on the left side is not reaching, but that's okay. And one here. Like that, they're a bit more regularly spaced. We can connect these like this. And this is good. This is looking good to me. These are connected. These are also... Oh, this is the output of the hot ones. These are connected. These are connected. Okay, good. So now let us try. Let's try pumping these into this one. And see how it goes. See how it goes. Should we be pumping? Oh, I have an idea. In order to improve the system, let's have them in front of their outputs, so the output belt is coinciding with the lane where the liquid is coming in from. So like this. The second one is going to be here, and the third one is going to be here. Okay, I think it's all good. I think it's all good. We can't really consume them yet, so we're not going to be plugging them in. But let's finish the other ones in the just copy paste, and we are going to be able to plug everything. And I think for the other ones we don't need that many. It's fine. So how many did we need? 36 of these. Let's change the product. Don't delete the product. These ones are UV, I believe. UV. Let's change the product. UV. Nope. UV. Not sure how many there were, but it doesn't matter because we are adjusting the amount of machines to 36. So, oh, limit on. It's 1.656. Could remember that. 1.656. Let's do it for the other one at the same time. And those were infrared, I believe. 1.656. Oh, no. Oh, because the ratios are different. It's fine. So these are these need how many of the heaters? 46 as well. 17K? Really? I thought they had different. Hold on. No, these UV observation frames. Oh. These are the same, but they need a bit less machines, so we need a bit less fluid, right? They're the same as the visible ones, right? But these ones are better. These ones need less. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. You can just copy paste these. We're gonna be needing them less, but that's okay. Let's copy paste these. Right here. Oh, we're not gonna be having enough space for. Pum pum pum. We don't have enough space here. Where are the reports? Just so they build. Let's move these. Let's move all of these. Yeah, let's move these to the left. Yeah, let's move them. I think this is okay. And we don't have much models left. Let's move these. Yeah, this is okay. So we can just do like this. This is the output for these, and this is gonna be the what? No. This is here, right? No, this is the output of thermofluid, which is controlled by them. Yeah. No, this that was correct. This is the output of thermofluid here into this. This is the input of. Oh yes, this is going here. Yes. Okay, I remember. These are going into this one, and this one is the cryo slush, which is. Okay, perfect. Fine. And you are here. I mean, whatever. Anyway, these are not really properly spaced. Anyways, so let's oh, and they have finished building. Okay, perfect. Let's now copy the last one. I think. Oh, and it fits. Oh no, there's a small problem with the. Oh, why are you going down? We should not be going down. Are we having problems now because I have flipped these a bit too soon? Yeah, let's remove these. The fluid from the system. Okay, good. Oh, we don't have any more 3x3. And these are going here. Oh, that's a mistake. That's a mistake, because yeah, they're aligned. They're not supposed to be aligned. Okay, this is going here. We need to cleanse these. These are okay, and this is going somewhere here and here, like this. Okay, now that's good. These are not providing because the outputs here are more than enough. We should be providing only before 5K, and now they're providing. Okay, everything's working. Everything's working here. Perfect. And now let us place the final radiators. We can place it at the same amount. It doesn't really matter. It's gonna look cooler. Did you get it? Cooler. Okay, like this. We have 3 of them, and I'm just hoping that the throughput is gonna be enough. I'm hoping the throughput is gonna be enough, and we shall see. If the throughput is not enough, we can just plug them from below, and maybe that's gonna fix the problem. I think throughput is gonna be enough, and if it's not enough, we have a solution. So it's perfectly fine. So let us now connect these. No, not these. These are going here. We only need to be connecting the input of initial thermofluid 25, and plugging these into these. Okay, cool. Like that. Oh. Oh. Oh, they are sharing one. Oh. Oh, I forgot they are sharing one. They are not the same. They are not the same. Not the same ones are sharing one. But I think that's okay, because this is killing the biggest consumption. So if we have the same amount of these, it won't matter. But we are having 4 inputs and 3 outputs, and that's the most important problem here. And also the output of the hot one. The output of the hot one could be done. Okay. Without trying to optimize preemptively, let's first check and see whether all of them combined into one are gonna be enough throughput. Let's just do that first, without any preemptive optimizations. Oh yeah, let's remove these. It's looking better like this. Oh, seriously. Okay. Without any preemptive optimizations. So these are the cool ones. They are all exiting here. They're all exiting here, and they're gonna be coming into every single one of these. You decide to centralize cooling? Just a test, because not centralizing is a bit more annoying, because I've calculated by patches of infrared ones, but I forgot that they're all connected behind with the next ones. So we have kind of 4 inputs. So we shall first see if the cooling is enough, if the throughput is enough. If it's not enough, an idea would be to plug it into the bottom as well. And if that's not enough, then we can be trying to separate. That's the plan for now. That's the plan. Seriously though, seriously, bro, seriously. Should we use undergrounds? I think we have to. Yep. I think we have to use undergrounds. And move these one below. Yeah, let's see if the cooling is gonna be, if the throughput is gonna be enough. We can optimize the piping then. Maybe not enough. Maybe not enough. Yeah, it's too much. It feels like too much. It feels like too much, but we cannot know before we test. We cannot know before we test it. And the heat ones can be coming out from here, like this, and go back into the system. So let's have a tank. Let's have a tank. Man, I really wish we had better tanks. Unfortunately, the crusher tanks are really good. They are very regular. 4 entries on each side. Do we have any? We do not. Oh. Oh. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Yeah, this is not exactly what I was planning for. Mistakes everywhere. Mistakes everywhere. It's fine. can just delete this for now. Delete these. Yeah, could have been deleting them like this earlier. Okay. Oh, we don't have big pipes. Okay, hold on. We don't have big pipes, and I think they are at the mall. But I think we're not requesting for them. We're not requesting for them. Let's have at least 200 at all times. Yep, these. The 3x3s ones are the only ones I'm liking from the default space exploration. 3x3s are the only default ones I'm liking. Okay, let's do the same here. Up. Like that. And we could actually be moving them closer to each other, but that's okay. So, yeah, what could also be possible if we realize that the throughput is not enough is we could split one of them into two, and have one half here and one half here. That could be a solution, and use the two of like one full into this one full into this one, and split one of them into half and do this and this. And we can also do it from below. There's more space below. So, but I'm very curious to see whether the throughput is gonna be okay. That's kind of the test. That's kind of the test. But we have solutions. We have solutions just in case. Can you put one in the middle? Oh, this is looking really nice. It's looking less nice now. It's fine. We can have one at the corner of each of the big machines, like this, and they properly connect, so it's all good. Oh, and of course one somewhere below, and one on the left side. Not sure where it should be, but let's copy them. Let's copy them one onto another, so we are at the exact same distance. Okay. Good. Let us see. I'm very curious as to whether this is possible or not. So the tank. We have three. Oh, perfect. We have three outputs for the thermofluid, and one input. Oh, we also need to have one additional input for the balancing. But that can be done using a pump. Okay, perfect. Look at the organization here. So this one is pumping into these. And this one is going to be pumping into this. So if you put it like this, the base input is going to be coming from the top. This one from here, and this one is always going to be redirecting it here. And this is not very pretty, but that's okay. Yeah, it's not very pretty. That's fine. That's not fine. Nothing has been not fine. Okay, here is oh, we only have two outputs. I mean, could we be balancing here? Oh, I think we could be balancing it. Yeah, we could be balancing it. So basically, The balancing would not really work. It could. It would work. It's gonna. There's gonna be a bit of with stockpiled here, but that's gonna be lower and lower, and that's okay. That's okay. The balancing is gonna work. So for that we need to connect this one to. There need to be a combinator here. Multiply everything by -1. Multiply everything by -1 arithmetical combinator. The usual technique. The technique. Like this. Multiply everything by -1 and output everything. Now, these can be connected with any wire. Multiply u by -1, combine u with the output and push into the pump. And the pump should be only outputting when it's positive, when the amount of liquid is positive. Because we subtract this from this, and if it's positive, then that means that there's more liquid in here than in here, basically. Okay, and now we shall be pumping this, and we need to be connecting that one. It could be a red wire, but let's use green wire because it's a different function. It's fine. And here we input up to a certain threshold, which is 5,000. And let's have 3 pumps here, so that we are making sure that we are pumping out whatever liquid is remaining. Okay. Okay, this one is out. I placed it like this first, so that we don't connect them with the cryo one. And this one's like this. Okay, good. And these pumps don't need any condition. These ones are... Oh, forgot one. No, these should not be connected. No. What? These are useless. The ones which need to be connected are only these ones. Yep, and they are connected. Okay, good. Nothing here. And I think we are good to go. I'm really feeling the throughput being failing us, but just as a test of the potency, like how far are we gonna go? How far in a row are we gonna be able to go? Test of potency. But I'm pretty sure it's not gonna be good enough. Pretty sure. The throughput. Okay, are we good? Are we having all the modules, by the way? We still have a bunch of modules in the inventory, so I think it's good. Oh, of course. Modules needs to go here as well. And now, let us make the... I need astronometrics facilities. I didn't take any. Let me fix that mistake real fast. How many computers? 13 plus 5. 18 computers. Let's have 30. Oh, we have a bunch of astronometers, but we need 1 plus 21, so 22. Astronometrics. Yeah, good enough. Okay. And the landfill. The landfill. Let us see. Testing. So we need to produce these 3 first. Then we need to produce this one based on these 3, and push them all into this one. Okay. Let's add some stuff here. So this one is like a 777. Okay, we need 7 astronometrics. What's their speed of consumption? Oh, we also need blank data cards. And blank data cards, I believe, are not something we... Oh, no, we have a bunch. Let's also max them up at more than 1K. 4K is good enough. 4 times this. Okay. 500 data cards a minute. That's fine. That's fine. You can have data cards incoming. Okay, it's fine. So let's just let's lay down some of these. So the first belt is coming from here. It's gonna be like this, and the second belt is gonna be from the data cards. Should we build data cards? 600. Yeah, let's build them. They are right here. Let's have a nice belt of cards. And we can start building astronometrics. Astronometrics. Where are they? Here. Oh, looking nice, looking nice. I like the looks of the space exploration buildings. I enjoy. Oh, speaking of looks, let's make it a bit more... yeah, because there's the character. Let's make them take from the top like this, and yeah, let's do them like this. I like when there is a bit of space in between, like this. So we can have or we don't have red arms. Oh, by the way, are there red arms missing? There are, of course there are. What do we need for them? Iron sticks. Let's craft a bunch. We're gonna be needing them. We need at least 21 of these, and maybe more later for other. What? Yeah, robots, please stop crashing. Thank you. That's fine. Okay. Let's also put the outputs already before tiling. So these ones, which ones are you? You are the infrared. Infrared. Okay, cool. Let's put the outputs, and you are good to go. And before tiling, let's finish with the data. And we can also put substation. We can put the substations later, to be honest. It's not... Okay, good to go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and double. Oh, look at the spacing, almost perfect. Like this. And the stations can go 3 by 3 or 4 by 4. No, 3 by 3. 3, 3, 3. I mean, this one is kind of in between, so 3. Okay, good. Now, I want to set up everything first before plugging in the Oh, do you have a byproduct? Yes, you do. You do have a byproduct. You have 2 byproducts. You have 2 byproducts. So let's bring all the byproducts into a shared active provider chest. 4 by 4 is good, I think. Let's put it here. And let's let's put it just above, so it's within the range of the robot port. So now you output the card, the infrared observation data to the right, and everything else is going into the chest. This is supposed to be taken out because these are all recyclable items, yes. Okay, and this card is gonna be going on the left. Let us now, should we put it a bit more towards the top? No, it's okay, it's fine. Let's have 2 tiles gap for no particular reason for now, but it looks cool. I like the way that they are not on the land, they're in space on their own chunks of land. Okay, and then let's copy all of it. I think they are the same. I think they are the same. Let's copy all of it. And the second row is gonna be... Oh, and we need some... Okay, let's wait here for robots. I think robots should be coming with items. No, we don't have undergrounds? We do have undergrounds. Are we not asking for them? We are asking for them. Oh, they're probably coming. Okay. We need to connect these. We need to output the... hold on, I've already forgot. The second one is UV one. Yes, UV. Oh? The building? Oh, okay. You are building one. You are the UV. Okay. This outputs, of course, UV observation data here to the right. Everything else is going into the chest. Oh. No, go back. I want I want out of the robot network. They couldn't feed me. Robots, come back. Still hungry. Okay, let's go here. So this one is going towards the top. Ah. Same. Okay. Or should we... Yeah, I think we should like do one lane here for this one. One lane here for this one. And the last... come, I'm still hungry. Come here. The last lane for that one. So, two... Oh. Like this. Oh. Okay. Man, this is looking cool. I like the way it's looking, at least. At least there's that. Hold on. We did... Oh. We didn't do them in order because they're not in order. The visible is this one. A visible one. Okay. And do we have inserters? We don't have inserters. Oh, we do, but they have been taken care of. Okay. It's fine. So, visible, come here. What are you? Oh, you are the output. Okay. You are one. You are the first output, you are the second output, and you are gonna be the third output. Okay, these are gonna be the outputs. And now the input should be... oh, blank data card. Yes, of course. Just like this. For you and for you. Okay. And I think we are also going to be needing one for you. Oh, no blank data cards for you. You are just cooling. Speaking of cooling. Gregorio, hey, long time no see. I was away for a week. You didn't waste your time. Man, I have been playing like crazy every day. I'm working during the day and I'm always thinking about the factory. Look at what's going on. Look at all what's going on. We are at our last tier 1 science. And welcome back. Nice seeing you. We are almost ready to plug in everything here. Almost ready to plug everything in. Are we ready? Do they all have... Oh, yeah, the output, of course. This output should be up. They're already outputting. This is UV, and this should be visible one. Visible observation data. Okay. Going like this. Without these two. Yeah, fine. Okay. Let's finish with the remaining parts. Let's have 2 tiles left, yeah, as usual. 1, 2. And here we are at that one, which requires... Oh, it requires only one. It requires only one, seriously? Oh, and we're not gonna be having enough of speed models, by the way. We don't have enough of speed models. We are not having enough speed modules. Do we have some here? I'm afraid we don't. I'm afraid we don't. I'm afraid we don't. Let's have a quick hop at the base. Let's have a quick hop at the base and grab the speed models, because everything has been calculated with speed models in mind. So, yeah. And let's also shoot some stuff. We have a bunch of useless... Oh, stone can be actually evacuated. Let's output everything that can be... Oh, we have a bunch of these. Beryllium, plastic, LDS, heat shielding, flying robot frames, battery, these as well, the data of data substrate, mirrors. Oh, not the observation frames. Observation frames are going to hell. Die. And we never finished life support, by the way. I just realized we have never finished the recycling. Sorry, the recycling of the everything is prepared. So let me just quickly finish this. So the used ones, cleaning. Yeah, it just needs water. It just needs water. Used ones with water gives the clean one. And let's just put the requester chest here, like that, and like that, and connect the water. Okay. Let's also use speed models which we don't have, so that's fine. Used life support canisters. Ask for 200. Yeah, why not? And let's give it to you. Let's also configure it here. Used life support. Oh no, I'm afraid we need to be careful with our trash slots, because maybe when we're at Nauvis, the bots are going to be trying to pick it and bring it into some storage chest. So it's fine. Let's hope. Let's go say hi to Nauvis real fast. Let's grab some modules. Maybe we can. Oh, we have landed again at some inconvenient location. Very inconvenient. Did I not shoot the ores? This must be fixed. Die. Yeah, whatever. We don't need all of these. Even these. Not these. Okay. Okay, good. Let's grab the modules and let's go back. I want to finish the Astronomical Science and see if the throughput is working. If not, well, we're gonna be needing to be doing some more connections. Nauvis, long time no see. It's crazy how you almost need a mega base in order to get started with space sciences and not be worried about them, about Nauvis. You almost need the mega base status. That's like space sciences require so many resources. Just the rockets require so much low density structures, so much packs. But we have the infrastructure, hopefully. Okay, let's grab all the modules. They're here. They're in the back of the base, the furthest corner, next to the circuits. And go back immediately. Our roboport. Hey Gregorio, have you seen the roboport? I mean, if you have been out, you haven't seen the roboport. We are delivering every single resource there is on Nauvis to the spaceport, and loading it dynamically into the rocket, depending on what the station needs. Like this. It's like this. Oh, there's... yeah. There is a bunch of stackers for every single resource we need to provide on Nauvis. There's like 6 multiplied by 6, 36 different items, all heading into one rocket. I'm stuck! I've landed on a rocket. No! By the way, how much fuel do we have? I don't think we have much fuel. Let me grab some from the stackers right below. We need a bit of fuel. 10 nuclear fuel. Okay, good enough. Okay, and let's go. Oh, where are you going? Oh, there was a crash. There was a crash. There was a crash. There was a crash. Oh, they're here now. Not sure why. Okay. Let's swap down the modules for the production. We are producing the tier 5 modules now. It's a bit of a half manual production. What? Why are you here? It's a bit of a half manual production, but we have a bunch of them, and we have them all in all of the sciences. So let's put these back here. I think they only need manual input of the catalog. Yeah, they only need manual input of the catalog, which we can provide actually. Which we can provide. This one. So that we are properly crafting the modules. Okay, enough of it. And we are sure that we are transforming all the modules into tier 5 productivity modules. Slowly but surely. Up, wrong chest. These, right? Yep. It needs like one catalog, so it's okay. Science! Astro Science! Back at you. Let's input all of these. Okay, and so now we need only one. We need only one building here, which is gonna be producing all 3 of the sciences. I mean, which is gonna be consuming all 3 of the observation data. And it's gonna be producing one. It needs cooling as well. So let's bring down cooling. Let's bring down cooling. We need to bring down 2 rows. One row is for the cold one. And one row is going to be for the hot one. This is the hot one. And this is why I was putting undergrounds, because there are pipes on the way. Let's put them like this. Okay. Can we send them across? Barely. But I think it's okay. We can do this. We can do something like, oh yes, we can do something like this. And we can do it 3 times. So 3 inputs. One tile to the bottom, like this. And we can also use mini loader, because I'm not sure how fast you are working. Yeah, mini loader is not it's not useful, but that's okay. Oh, no. This is again is not all the input. They need to also go like this. This is like this. Hello, Batach. Long time no see as well, man. You and Gregorio are both people I haven't talked to in a long while. How are you doing, Batach? How is your factory? We are making a final science of first tier, Astronomical Science. And apparently it's crazy on cooling. The first science is crazy on cooling, which is exciting. It's cool how every science poses a different challenge, right? The bioscience is fluid mixing and balancing. You need to balance your biosludge. The energy science is a lot of materials you need to bring into space. The energy science, I'm not sure about the challenge of the energy science. What did it take? A bunch of different items, I guess, but not much of one stuff. Yeah, I don't know the challenge. Maybe it costs too much energy? I don't know. Doing okay, still waking up about 92 hours now. Oh, you made some progress. 92 hours. You have not been doing nothing. That's for sure. You need to post a screenshot of your base. I wanna see how is your base. How is your base? Are we good? Yeah, just output the final one, and it can go. Let's do it like this. Let's do it like this, and let's do it like this. And this can actually come from the bottom if necessary. And we have a tile here. We have a tile. If we need to scale these, and this can go here. So now we can have a one of which sciences, one of which. And I think they are one belt each. Yeah, they are all outputted to the right side of the belt, and they're basically all on the bottom side here. Bottom, bottom, bottom. And this one is also. Oh no, this one. Okay, let's output it using the. Let's output it using the big one. What's the speed? What's your speed? What's your speed? 2.6, and you're outputting 3 cards in 3 seconds. So 1 card every 2.6 seconds. I think 1 stack is going to be enough. So every single of these cards is coming from the bottom, at the bottom. So we can actually now combine them like this. We can combine them, and we can have only 2 belts with every single one of which, because we are going to be needing all of them into the 12 computers. And we can even copy the computer setup from any other science. Let's copy it from this one, the green one, because it's turned to the right, exactly as we want. Nope. And let us see, man. I'm excited to be able to finally plug it in and see whether throughput is enough or not. It's probably not gonna be enough. Probably not, but let's see. So the computers are a bit more. You've made some major progress. Yeah, I'm super excited to be working in space. I'm done with Nauvis. I'm done with... I mean, I'm done. We still have a lot of work to do there. And improve the... scale up the production of all the rare resources. But it has been really cool to finally not be there and be in space. It has been really, really nice. Liking it. Let's bring in some ask for materials. Huh? What do you mean, Wondergrowth? Yeah, guys, you have a surprise for later on. After we are done with the astronomical science, you all have a surprise. You're gonna be witnessing a new Kovarex setup, a perfected Kovarex setup inspired from both Imo and Wondergrowth's work. You are gonna get it, guys. You know Kovarex is coming. It's always coming. It's never too far. You're never done with Kovarex. You are never done with Kovarex. Let's okay, let's do it every 2. It's fine. That's why yeah, we're gonna be having Kovarex mode, that's for sure. Kovarex mode is a must. Yeah, sorry, I'm gonna work on emotes on weekends because I'm a bit busy during the week. When I finish work, I jump straight into Factorio for a couple of hours on the stream. But on weekend, I'm gonna have time to work on the emotes and on the everything, the cheering. I'll try to find something funny. Okay, so hold on. Which one is it? Which one is which? Which one is which? What are you? What are you? You are... Why are you here? Why are you here and you're never outputting? Forgot to pump this in. This, and this, yes. So you are the cold one. Bottom is cold, top is hot. Okay, bottom cold, top hot. Easy enough. Bottom cold, top hot. Okay, good. And just like that, we are producing the catalogs. Let's plug everything in so we are seeing the full production. We need some insights, and again, insights is a copy paste. Like this. We can even copy paste the... we can copy paste everything here. We can copy paste everything. We need more space. Like this. Recently, I heard that Panda is an artist and he can draw it. Oh, really? Oh. Oh. We can be making some requests to Panda. I mean, if he accepts. If he accepts. Okay, almost done, guys. Almost done. Almost done. Final touch is... of course, we need to change the sign... seriously. Get out of here. We need to do the final setting of the production. Catalogs as well. Okay, good. And now... oh, filtering as well. Oh, yeah, no filters. Filtering here of this science. What? That's why it's not produced. Okay. Filtering of this science. And we are done. We are done. Yay. Hold on. We need to request these. Oh, what's the rare resource we need? Oh, yeah, I remember. And by the way, you're also producing trash, right? We are producing the... I mean, it's fine if you are in... just cutting this out and putting back in proper. These are coming in, and let's plug in the liquids. So bottom is cold, top is hot. Cold and hot. Okay, cool. Plugging in the liquids, and this is gonna be... oh, it's not reaching the requester, the robot port. That's fine. Oh, definitely beryllium. Definitely beryllium. And let's also increase the plates to 200. Significant data packs to 50. This one is... oh, insights and these are provided. Do we not have any significant data? What? Do we not have energy? Why don't we have energy? Catalogs. Oh, we don't have iridium. Oh. Oh, that sucks. Hold on. Where is the data? Can you steal data from somewhere? Or else we're not gonna be producing the... or else we're not gonna be producing anything. Can you steal data from you? No data anywhere. Yeah, we don't have significant data. We need to be getting iridium for catalogs. But that's okay. We can at least pipe everything and check out the production of everything else. Seriously? That's fine. You are not charged. Okay. Let's bootstrap this, because we're not producing science by lack of iridium for the. Oh, Hold on, we can actually be using, we can actually be producing significant data here for, like, as a rescue situation. Yeah, let's bootstrap some very small temporary setup for the significant data. Very small setup for significant data here, and when we fix iridium on Nauvis, we can be having more of it. We can be using the improved production. Just a small setup of significant data directly from here. So oh, hold on. Why these are not connected? So hot at the top and cold at the bottom. Okay, these are not connected for some reason. So these need to be moved. Not here. Okay, these, and so cold at the bottom, hot at the top. Okay, and now just send in the insight. The reason why I'm trying to finish everything here is because I want resources to be coming in non-stop, and this way we can be actually measuring the throughput, because if it backs up because we cannot consume the what's getting out, then we cannot really measure the throughput. Oh, and I've disabled the logistics. Of course. That's why nothing has been coming. Are you coming from me? No, you're not. Okay, good. Okay, this one is coming. This is all a temporary setup, just so we can get started again. Okay, and we can just input everything in, I think, the... let's make sure that the significant data comes in properly, and we can be outputting that one to the active provider chest. Yep. So significant data to the right. To the right. Okay. And it can be coming from here directly up, directly into the box. We don't want to be requesting. This is temporary again. Yet again, it's temporary. Okay. I think we are ready. I think we're ready to plug in the thermal fluid and check our throughput. I think we are ready to realize how. Oh, here is you. We are ready to realize how uninformed or naive we were to believe that only one single row can handle all this throughput. But maybe we are gonna be surprised, and maybe advanced fluid handling is better than you think, and than I think as well. I don't have faith in this throughput, but again, it's easy to fix. We can just pipe in lane by lane if necessary. Okay, let's check. So we need to be pumping in the thermal fluid from here. That's the key, the only key. I hope there's no other mistakes, but maybe there are. Who knows? Okay, are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Okay, we're pumping. We are cooling. The cooling has begun. Are you working fast enough? Oh man, you're eating everything. No, of course, because we're not. So interestingly, this one has a priority. This pump has the priority. Oh, of course, the slush. Maybe let's wait until. Until this all comes in. We can also pump from here. We can also be pumping from here. We can draw 2K from here. We can draw 2k from here as a small bonus. Temporarily. Let's draw all of this. Yep. And then remove it. Put it back. Put it back like it was before. Oh, but then this is pumping. Hold on. Disable it temporarily. So everything is going in here. Why? It's only going in here and not like here. This one's the priority pump, right? This one's the priority pump, that's why. Okay, that's fine. We need to be consuming it to put it back into the system. So let's connect the slush. The slush should be going in here. Can we use this row for the slush? Yes, we can. It's coming from here. No, we can't, because there is this one. I mean, we could use any row below or above. It doesn't really matter. Let's use this one. Oh no, we have a row for slash. We have a row for slash. So this one. And this one. And this one. Okay, we are pumping in and we are producing some cooling. And the cooling should go back into this one. And by doing so, I mean, if only we connect this. By doing so, we can reuse some of it. So it's all cool. It's all good. We need to wait until enough initial thermal fluid gets produced. And we should be checking if all these telescopes are properly getting online. Oh, you're not producing? What? Oh. Okay. Let us see. Advanced fluid handling surprise us. Surprise us. Hold on. Are you too slow to insert? You are. You are too slow to insert. You are. We should have it. We should have them inverted. The closest one should be the big one. Okay, hold on. I didn't even check which one was. This should be inverted. This should be inverted. Basically, the frame should be coming from the inside, from the first one. Let me stop them. Let me stop them, and let's properly invert them. Stop these. Now, let's. How should we? Okay, let's clean everything here. We can be already inputting this one here. This one here. Oh. Yeah. Yep, and yep. And let me clean up the mess. This one, data card mess. Okay. You're lacking cold thermal fluid. Why is that? Later. Oh, not even flying. Clean up the mess. Clean up the mess. Okay, and now we can connect these ones straight into. Put back data cards. Why are you like this? Are they not aligned? No, they are aligned. Oh yeah, because you are the highest one. That's okay. We can do it like this. So, hold on. Why did you stop on the left? Why did you stop here? You don't have enough coal, right? Because you don't have enough hot, and the hot is not being produced, the normal one, by you. Because you don't have cryonite rod? Really? Of all things? Cryonite rod? Maybe we didn't ask enough enough of it. It should be, I think there should be a bunch. Yeah, there's a bunch in the rocket, and we just didn't ask enough of cryonite rods. So let's, where is it? Where is the rod? Here. How much are we asking? We are asking for 2k, only 2k. This is just 2 rows. Let's ask for 6k. Let's ask for roads. Let's get our roads. They are coming. They are coming. Should we ask for more? 6k here is 6k is gonna be 6 rows up to here, but then we should leave a bit of buffer. But maybe we need to ask for more, and we can just recreate. Yeah, let's recreate one and let's ask for more. Let's not be finicky. Let's ask for 10k. Maybe we should do the same with vulcanite. 6k here. I say same, but I'm not putting the same number. Okay. They're coming. Everything is coming. The beauty of the system based on the requests. We can send the rocket already, I think. Let's send the rocket for the cryonite. Just so everything is properly getting bootstrapped. So you only need cryonite, right? No, not you. Oh, and rough data substrate as well is kind of lacking here. How much? We're asking for 4k. And how much do we have? Where is the rough data substrate? That's some heavy transporting. Oh, here is the cryonite. Oh, the cryonite is everywhere. It's all over the place. It's all over the place. There are a bunch of requesters asking for it. And where is rough data substrate? That's what, copper. Are we asking? Oh, it's here. It's directly here. Okay, it's also 100 stack, and we are not asking for that many. We're asking for 4k. Let's make it 6k. 6 rows, and it's being consumed anyways. So yeah, black data cards are flowing. And now we have the thermofluid back. It's being produced. Perfect. So this should be back online pretty soon. Why are you not? Why are you yellow? Oh, you are not properly outputting your thermofluid. Oh, that's where it went. That's where it went. Okay. Please put it back. Please put it back. By the way, we are putting it back from this side. So, and this is the output. Let's let's redirect it. Let's redirect it to the left. Here. And let's connect it here. Yeah, it should all go back into the tanks, which should be balanced, and this should all be online. Yeah, they had have forgotten to output the thermofluid. So now everything should be working, and these are kind of not working yet because there's not enough thermofluid, the base thermofluid input. But according to the calculations, this all should be consuming after being recycled. This all should be consuming only 1.3 K per minute, and if we check per second, only 22 per second, where we are producing here way more than 22 per second, right? We're producing 2 every second with the speed of 34. We're producing 2 every second with the speed of 34, so 68 every second. We're producing 68 thermofluid every second. So all of this, like this thermofluid, the heaviest science in thermofluid, is consuming basically a third of our total production. But if you check other sciences, I don't believe we need that many of it. No, hold on. Hold on. We are producing it, this one, and free one is gonna be the cool thermofluid, and cool thermofluid is gonna be made like this. Yeah, we are hold on, what? No, free. Where are free items? Where are free items here? I made the wrong choice. We're producing traditional solver. We are producing cold using this one, and we are producing this one using this one, and make the matrix solver. Free items are these and these. So yeah, see, we need only 174 fluid per minute for energy science pack. We need 22 for no, it's per second. Oh, this per minute, yeah. 100. Let's put it per second. 2.9 a second for energy science pack. 6.7 a second for material science pack. We are producing 3 per second of each science. For biological, we are needing 1.6, so about 10 for 3 sciences, and for astronomical we need 22. So we're at about 30, okay, maximum 35 thermofluid per second required, and we're producing 64, so it should be okay. It should all be okay. And look at that, it's all working. It's all working. These are all working. These are now all working. So basically that means that one single piping system here is enough. And that confirms that advanced fluid handlings may be a little bit OP. Just a little bit OP. Maybe a little bit OP. But it's OP because it uses very few entities. For example, when you make churns, you only use 1 entity instead of using 3. So already you save in a lot of entities from point A to point B. And second is that since they're undergrounds, liquids kind of teleport from one side to another instead of having like a flow. That's how underground pipes in Factorio work. So it gives you better throughput basically if you use underground pipes everywhere like this. But if it were a problem, we could be taking this output here of the cold thermofluid, and we could be passing it right from the bottom like this. Or if it still were a problem, we could be taking it and passing it like row by row, right? And here, as you can see, the limitation is not even the thermofluid, but it's the observation frames. It's weird because it's supposed to be. Oh no, here's the fluid. Okay, now it's the fluid, but this part is not producing at all. This part is not producing it at all. So why is that? Why are you stuck? Where is the thermofluid being stored or used? Yeah, maybe we're not producing it again. No, we are producing it. We're producing it non-stop. So what's the problem? Should we add a second? No, we shouldn't add a second one. All of the calculations have been made. We just need for the system to stabilize. I think we just need for the system to stabilize, and then we're not gonna be needing anything anymore. We are producing science, by the way. We are producing science. Except for these. These don't have insight. Why? Now, hold on. Where does the insight go? It goes here. Oh. Oh, yeah, of course. For some reason, these are all active product chests. Of course, hold on. Why is it going here? The inside is in the chest. The inside is basically in the chest. Yeah, sometimes the mini lures have a bug, and even if you place them correctly, they don't really produce. So, yeah, this needs to be faster. We are gonna be having science very soon. They just need significant data, and they wait for these. More material science, right? Oh. This one. And why are you... Oh, okay, hold on. Mistakes were made. Okay. So now we should be pumping the insight, and this should produce significant data. And as soon as we get the tech, I'm even gonna queue it right now. The first tech we're gonna be making is this one. The second is gonna be this one. I mean this one. The third is gonna be this one, and the fourth is gonna be the one we cannot make. We need the computer. We need Science Pack 3. Aww, seriously? We cannot make the 4 of them? Aww. No, hold on. Oh, this is the 3. Yeah, this is the 3. But we cannot make 4. We cannot make 4 of them. Oh. Let's queue them all. Yeah, let's queue them. We have them queued. Yeah, we have them queued. We just need the supercomputer. Supercomputer in order to be able to produce them. We don't have everything. Hold on. Which one don't we have? This one we have. This one we don't have. We don't have this one. Okay. Yeah. Oh, it's sad. We need to rush. Okay, let's go energy 3 second. Let's go energy 3, and then let's go everything else. Okay. Anyways, guys, while this is producing, I'm having a great news for you. Do you know where we are heading right now? Can someone take a wild guess at where we are heading and what we are gonna be doing? You're gonna like it. You're all gonna be liking it. Yep, it's Nauvis. And no, it's not taking care of the biters. Y'all gonna be liking it. Oh, no! No, I don't want her stuff. Yeah, we need to add robots here. Hey, Meister. It was a wild guess, but you made it, man. Congrats. I don't know how you did it. But you've made it. You have made the guess. And that is correct. That is very much correct. Let me... Okay, let's grab this. So, I'm gonna show you the ultimate, the super efficient, fast, tileable, plop and forget kind of Kovarex build. Without, okay, with one combinator per robots. Okay, with only one combinator per centrifuge. I have worked on that today during my work's break, and I'm gonna show it to you. I'm gonna show it to you guys. So, oh, Bad Touch has subscribed with Prime. Thank you very much, man. Thank you so much. You are one of the first. You are the founders of the on the channel. Thank you so much, man. Thank you very much. Okay, look at this Kovarex. It's working fine. So one of the challenges is to have 0 uranium-235 being stacked up here. 0 of them. 0, right? It's 0 everywhere. It's working fine. Second challenge, it has to take into account the productivity models. So sometimes one of the 235 is going out, and you need to be taking care of this. And third challenge, which these are not accomplishing right now, for now, is the ability to initiate the next centrifuges when you don't have enough uranium. The ability to initiate next centrifuges. Let me show you. So basically, how this one works. Above is 238. We're not gonna be taking care about the 38 at all. We're only gonna be looking at the bottom row, which is the 35, the happy uranium. I'm gonna call it happy uranium, right? So here's the thing. How does it work until now? Just a reminder for people who weren't following it last time. It works by having this inserter output uranium on the belts, and then the belts are all wired together, and they are reading the contents on hold mode everywhere here, and they are wired with actually it was okay, I forgot to copy this one. There were 2 inserters basically. There were 2 inserters, and one of these is taking items 5 by 5, and it's inputting them into the system 5 by 5. But it's only working enable disable here when it sees at least 5 uranium or more on the belt. So basically, when there is enough uranium, it's gonna be taking them 5 by 5 and inputting them into the system up to 40, and then the reminder. After it has inputted 40, because it outputs 41 or 42 if your productivity matches the regular output. So you're going to be having only 1 or 2 remaining uranium on these belts. And this case is handled by this one, which has... why it's not connected? I have copied the curved belt and it got disconnected, but the idea here is that this case is handled by this one, which takes them when there's less than or equal to 2 of them. The reminder, basically. And you can see here it's working fine. Look at this one. Look at this. This one is going to output them all. And hop, this one takes the last one. Problem. There is a bit of inefficiency where you cannot really bootstrap a bunch of them in a row. You need to feed your initial 40 of these into every one of them. It means that at first, when you start your game and you have only 40, like you have accumulated 40 uranium, you plop them down into this one. Then you need to wait until you have enough for the second one. You need to come check it regularly, right? It's a bit annoying. So in order to reduce this, the following optimization can be made. So here, we can actually optimize already by not using this belt at all, but by moving this one here. And actually using only 2 belts for the condition. This outputs the items, and this one only takes them when they are when there is enough. But in order to make it work, we need to still be making a connection to this belt. And let me just grab some, so we don't always use end mode. And here, this one should be disabled when there is too much uranium, basically. And that idea is from Van der Graaf. Van der Graaf had this idea of having this belt, this line connected to these lines, previous 2. And when it's less or equal than 2, here, this belt would be enabled. But when there is too much uranium, for example, let me input. Let me simulate in the amount of 41 uranium here. Is doing. Hold on. Oh, it should also read itself, I guess. Hold on. Simulation failed again. Half 41 uranium. It's passing. Shouldn't be passing. Why is it passing? Why are you passing? Does this one take by 5? Yeah, it takes by 5. Oh, this one should also be outputting by 5. They should match. They should match. They should match. And that's the optimization. If you don't do that, as you can see, it's not working. It's not working. So let's grab 41 again. Hold on. Let's see. So there, 5 5 5 5 5 5. Boom. Boom. Why are you? Oh, you're not connected. Why are you not connected suddenly? Why suddenly everything becomes disconnected? So you are only oh, because you're connected to this one. I've moved you. Yeah. So you are now only connected. You're only taking them when there's 5 left. Okay, now it should be working. Optimizations. Final test. I hope. There's 41 here. So look, it takes 5 by 5, and the remaining one should be passing. Like this, right? So the original idea is to just have them in series, right? But series, unfortunately, don't really work because you can have a condition, you can have a case when the previous uraniums come into the second block, into the next block, and inside this block, basically, when this starts working, the previous uranium gets combined with this one. And so when this cycle finishes, it has, if 2 arrive at the same time, you could have 3 of them. And then if you have 3, these ones are also blocked. It cannot exit. So in order to handle this condition, basically one trick is to prevent the uranium to completely enter in the block when there is when the output begins. So in order to do so, the idea here is to take the green wire and to connect the previous segment here with all the next ones, with 3 next ones, and to also connect them to this white inserter. And a white inserter should be only enabled if a uranium on this block connected to it is 0, if there is nothing. If there is nothing on these 3 tiles, only then this is going to be outputting. And this one, it should not be enabled. For now, we are not touching it. Head explodes. Basically, the idea is that the previous uranium does not enter the next block while while the cycle is running of outputting and inputting. And we need to also copy that one here. So stack size should be 5. So let me demonstrate what happens if we didn't have that connection. Let me cut the connection. I've cut the connection. So let's simulate here the block is being worked on. 41 uranium here. But at the same time... Oh, not here. Hold on. Here, at the same time, we have 2 uranium which come in. Look what happens. Hold on. How are you not stopped? Let's recall them too. I used to be able to do logic like that, but you know it's already. It's a matter of perseverance. Like you try, and then at some point, it all makes sense, right? It all makes sense. Hold on. There was 41, or was it when it was 42 again? And we have 2 here. Yeah, see? Hold on. It worked. How did it work? I had a case when there were 3 of them here. Let's work on that too. I'll hold mod. For some reason it worked. But you can have a mix of them. Okay, let me check. Let me check again. Let's have 42 here. Let's have 42 because it can happen because of productivity models. And let's have some of them coming from here. See here, like this. When you have a bunch coming from the left, and there's already 80 of them here. Oh, that's normal because it didn't start. Basically, you can have a situation where they are stuck. Basically, you have too much. If you have, let's say 42 on the left, and 2 coming from the right. Not like this, and 2 coming from the right. Oh, it's working. It's working now. the problem I've experienced, I cannot reproduce it. But anyways, in order to avoid any eventual problem, we can just block this this section. We can just block this section. Isn't this circuitry a bit overcomplicated? I mean, there's an easy belt with speeder presentation solution. Yes, there is. Yeah, there is. But the whole point of this circuitry is a challenge where you must not have any uranium here while the machine is working. The easy solution is to have a uranium-235 stockpiled here at 80, right? And if it's 80, the inserter won't put any more. But that's exactly what we want to avoid. We don't want to have any uranium sitting here. That's a challenge of the exercise. Not a bug, it's an undocumented feature. So actually, maybe I don't know how I cannot reproduce the problem anymore. Like, the uranium is here, it's outputting, but then if you have 2 incoming at the same time, it's some kind of time situation. Or maybe it's coming at the exact end. Maybe it's coming when it's coming at the exact end. But this actually blocked. Should be blocking the input. So basically, whenever there is uranium, the process should not be starting. Look at the white one. You can see it's being red here. Let me press Alt. This light is red when the uranium is crossing. So it doesn't start. It doesn't start while there's uranium. But when it started, maybe it's at this moment you needed to. If you take this challenge as a challenge, okay. But what's bad of having few idle uranium, you just overproduce. For example, I was watching earlier another streamer who was trying to bootstrap a fast uranium production because he had a CME coming and he needed the uranium generators in order to generate energy. And he had barely enough of uranium, so he couldn't afford to wait until stockpiles. If you have a stockpile, it's fine, right? If you have a stockpile, fine. But the challenge is to have it to consume as much uranium as possible without it stockpiling at the beginning. To have the production. Oh, it should be reading contents as well. They all read contents. And this one is blocked when there is too much uranium. Okay, so never mind this problem. So the second problem here, the second problem we want to solve is how to bootstrap the next machines. How to bootstrap the next machines in a row. Would call this an edge case, but yes, I see the point. Yeah, it's an edge case. I agree with you. It's not very useful in your normal run, but it's a challenge, right? It's a challenge. We are trying to make an ultimate setup. And the second challenge is how would you bootstrap the next setup here? Let me actually input the 235 and let's make it run. Let's remove the uranium here. Let's make it run. So how would you bootstrap the next one? Because here these ones won't activate until there is 5. Well, the solution to that is to have a dedicated inserter here, which would be combined with a memory, here. And basically the idea is that the goal of this inserter is to only insert 40 items to bootstrap. No, not like this. Only combined with this memory. And this memory is going to be counting the items, counting the uranium which is passing, basically, which is being inserted. The one important thing is to have it to override stack size to 1. This is very important. And it should be active while the uranium is below 40, basically. And it should be also sending pulses to this memory, which should be connected with itself. And it is going to count how much uranium has passed. And now look at it being active here. It's active because his condition is less than 40. So as soon as oh, it's very slow. Let me add a beacon. Let me add a beacon. We don't have any. Okay, let's steal this beacon from. Let's steal the models from here, and not forget to put them back. So look at this. One uranium is gonna exit here, and this one is gonna grab it. It grabbed it once, and the memory is at 1. And this one has oh, it had 40 inside. Let me just put the one which should have been inserted. So now let's emulate the passage of time, and let's have uranium being. Okay, this is too fast. Let's emulate the uranium passing here. As you can see, the memory is increasing. It's already at 11. Let's wait for this to finish. So the inserter is basically doing the job of filling the next machine, and that was Imo's idea. Another person who comes from time to time, Imo. He's also he makes very advanced circuits, by the way. And this was his idea to add this kind of hand which inserts based on the count. And look, it has 40. It has inserted 40, and it stopped working. And because we don't have the 235 here, it didn't start. But it stopped working. So now, hold on. Why are you not working? Oh, you couldn't output the other one. This cycle is also going on, and this inserter is deactivated. It will never activate again. And that way, this is bootstrapped. And if you copy the setup here, and here, for example, you're gonna be having the chained sequential bootstrapping of the items. And I don't have any more. Like this. So basically, if you set up a chain here, they're gonna be feeding each other in a row. You don't need to do anything. Just drop it and forget it. You will not have any uranium stockpiled here. And they are gonna be feeding each other in a sequence. And after they're all filled with exactly 40 uranium each, you're gonna be having the benefits. You're gonna be sowing what you have, reaping what you have sowed. Reaping the benefits of the system. So here, they are 3 being stuck. I'm not sure why. Is the bad copy paste? Oh, again, the problem is that they can't really output the. I didn't set up the back line for the just a simple rotating belt. Simple rotating belt. Why they are stuck? Oh, that's the situation I was experiencing last time. This is outputting. How did they become stuck here? Let's simulate some output. Oh, I've inputted too much. I inputted too much at the same time. That shouldn't be happening because the input should be blocked. Oh, one of them should be blocking. One of them should be blocking. It should be disabled when there is something inside this, and that's how it should be held. I think I forgot to disable this one. Enabled if there is 0 uranium in the second one. Right. Okay, something. I'm gonna make sure it works for the next time, and I'm gonna send a blueprint. I'm gonna attach a blueprint, and I think if you type in exclamation mark Kovarex, you are gonna be having a link to a paste bin, which will have it. For now, it doesn't have it, but I have prepared a paste bin, and when I'm done, you can always come to the stream, type Kovarex, and get your ultimate blueprint of Kovarex, which covers all the cases. that's the goal. I think we can actually. I can already push this one. I can already push this one because I think it's working. I'm just gonna push this. If you see a problem or any improvement, feel free to let me know, and we are gonna be working together in order to make the best of these, the best Kovarex possible. That's the one of the main goals of this playthrough, to make the best Kovarex. I'm gonna update the paste bin. And edit. Okay, save. Okay, I have saved the paste. Feel free to check it out and improve, and let me know if there is any non-working scenarios. Let me know if some scenarios are not working for you, or if you have found some kind of edge case. But yeah, this allows the bootstrap of sequential ones, and this should be able to get you the uranium. Basically, that's it. That's it for now. Let me also put back the what else here? And put back everything. Oh, there's too much of it. That's okay. Too much of it everywhere. Let's put it into these. Oh, I think that's not a good idea, because they are not gonna be able to. Yeah, let's not do it like this. Let's not do it like this, because the idea here is that they don't have too much on them, and when they output to the belt, before outputting they also take from the belt, and they create some space like this in between. And if there's too much, there's gonna be no space, and it's not gonna be outputting anymore. Basically, it's fine. Oh, I don't want it to blink. Okay, let's see how our science is doing. Let's see how our blue science is doing. It's not doing well apparently, because the astro particle simulation is not advancing at all. So maybe space has been left a bit too preemptively. Oh yeah, of course it's not advancing because we don't have iridium. We don't have iridium, and we don't have iridium for the reason that and this planet is suffering. It has an alert because there is not enough fuel cells, and that's because there's not much uranium left on the very small mine here. So we need to fix Setlands. But why don't we have iridite? Yeah, we have iridite. What's the iridite problem? What's your problem, iridite? Here, or do we have it? We don't have any. Oh, ingots. No, we're not producing ingots. Why is that? Iridite is going there. It's going there. Yeah. We don't have iridium powder because we don't have. Hold on, these are not working because they don't have washed iridite, but we are, this is for ions. Where is the washing? Oh, it's in the middle, here. And stone output is full. We are not consuming enough stone. We are not consuming enough stone. That's the problem. That's the problem. It's not the input of iridite, by the way. It's just the consumption of stone. And these are stuck again. They are stuck again. Seriously? Same place. So what's going on here? Why are you stuck? You are... Destination full at priority supply of stone? That's impossible. I mean, that's impossible. That's what's happening. But we are having the supply of stone here. One train cannot find its supply, but... one cannot get the supply. Oh. I think I know. The reason is that there must be a bug here. There must be a bug with this output of stone. Iridium. Where is iridium? Here. Must be a bug here with the output of stone. We are checking. Oh, by the way, this should be the sand. This should be the sand, first of all. First and foremost, this is sand. This is a station for sand. Then the stack size is 200, I believe. Yeah, 200, so multiplied by 80. 16k in one train here. So this should properly output a limit of 1. Oh, yeah, because we set it to 1, but it can actually be 2. So for those who are not familiar with how this base works, basically you have requesters and providers, vanilla trains, and they basically both requesters and providers configure a train limit based on how much they can provide or they can request for a simple train. And here we can have a sand which is requestable because we have a lot of it in the storage. And how do we calculate basically the amount of trains which can arrive at the station at once. And this amount is calculated by dividing the amount of sand we have in the storage by the size of a train, how much one train can hold, which is m, which is basically 80 slots multiplied by the stack size. And it also being capped up by the amount of trains that can come at the same time at the station, which is t here. T is 2. So even if we had a lot of sand here, we cannot call more than 2 trains, because we just don't have enough space for them to stand here. As you can see, exactly 2 have arrived. Now, why the stone is not being supplied? Because this station is called stone supply 1 into brackets, and 1 into brackets is basically an active provider. Just view it like this: without brackets is a passive provider, and with brackets is active provider. And we have some priority trains going doing round trips with the active provider. But for some reason here, this is kind of not outputting. Like as you can see, the station limit is 0. It should not be 0 because we have a lot of stone. So what is the problem? Stone is coming into here. Is getting divided by train size. As you can see, it outputs L12. It means 12 stone can be 12 trains can be picking this stone, but we cannot accept 12, and that's why we are limiting it. And I can see why this is not working, because we don't have the good combinators. Quite simply, for some reason, a copy paste had not worked. Or maybe I just shift-clicked without realizing that one combinator has been skipped in the copy-paste situation. And this is why it has not, the limit calculation is not working properly. And because we should be having to, how the limit is working, basically we are passing the number of trains, L here is 12, right? We are passing it into 2 combinators. And one of them is checking whether it's below or equal to the limit, in which case it just outputs this number. If 12 were lower or equal than t here, which is 2 right now, it's false, but if it were lower or equal to 2, it would be just going straight into the station, but would not fit here. Hold on. Oh, this is the last one. Yeah, it's connected to the end of this combinator, not the beginning. So this combinator is actually unused. It just reads t from here. But we are lacking the second combinator, which is this one. And this combinator is the one which should be counting the case when t is L is above t. 12 trains here, and it should say no. 12 trains cannot come here. Please limit them to 2. And if it checks if it's above t, then it outputs L equal to 1, which gets multiplied by t. And that's how we set t. So after we connect here these 2, this station should be properly set to 2. And now 2 trains can be coming. And this, I believe, should unlock here this location. Yes, indeed. Indeed. And let us see which train is coming here. We are having 2 supplies. Yeah, this one. It's getting the supply. And the second train is also ready to get the supply. Where is its stacker, by the way? Where is the stacker? Yeah, and I think there is a problem. There is a small little inaccuracy. Is that this train should? This is a priority train. It only takes items from the active provider stations, which are brackets here. And one thing it needs to do when it takes from the supply. It goes to its stacker full, waiting for the requester. It goes to the requester, yes, but then after this requester, it should not be waiting for the next supplier to be available, because this is an active provider. We just want to get rid of too much items. We're not expected to have supply brackets 1 to be always full, And that's what happened. This train was basically stationed at the requester, and it was waiting for supply 1 to get to find one active provider of stone, and it couldn't find any, and it was blocking the requester. It was blocking from other trains which could be bringing in stone from non-active provider supplies. And that's why after it's done with the requester, with delivering the stone, it must go back to some station, and I'm gonna be sending it back to its own stacker in order to just not block the requester location. Just like this. So where are you now? How can I see the location of the locomotive? Toggle on centering. Yeah, it went. It filled itself with the stone. It's now waiting at the requester. This is why I haven't expanded into Train's world yet, too complicated. What I'm doing now is more complicated than your regular train setup. What I'm doing now is almost LTN style train base. Almost LTN style. Where stations provide items and stations request for items. This is almost LTN. And that is kinda complicated. I mean, for those who are not used to trains, at least. But the basic stuff where just configure stations, configure schedules, and the trains go on some round trips. Like if you start from simple stuff, progressively you're gonna be wanting more. And when you're gonna be wanting more, you're gonna be looking into how to do it, and you're gonna be coming up with this kind of solutions. So it's just take it step by step. Don't try to do anything complicated at the beginning, and just do whatever meets your demand. And you will realize you're going to be having more complicated demands at some point than your basic, like, go there, fetch stuff, and go back, you know? But these trains, in this case, they work almost like bots. Almost like bots. There is a requester chest and a provider chest. And the complicated thing that I have just described was mixing in active provider stations, not chests in this case. Decompose everything. Exactly. If you take it one station at a time, one train at a time, one step at a time, you're gonna be soon an expert. Don't worry, just try. And luckily enough, like one complexity with this setup, with making almost like logistics trains, one complexity with this setup was to be able to make sure that the trains which take stuff from active provider stations are being used in priority. And the trick to that was to simply make, as you can see here, there is a priority stacker which is on the closest lane to the exit. And in vanilla, when there is a same named stations and trains, multiple trains that can come to the same station, vanilla picks the one which has the least complicated algorithm, least complicated distance. So if you have your priority stacker closest to the exit, this train is gonna get picked. And that's how I deal with priorities. But you can also be sending a global signal over your whole rail network. And if you have a priority request, you just disable the trains which are not the ones you want. Like you can do it more in a more complicated but also more controlled way, right? More fine graining. Okay, so I think we solved this problem. I think we have solved it. So the iridium should be flowing once again. The iridium should be flowing. We should be delivering bars. They look like white chocolate bars. And we should be sending iridium back to space. Let's check out other resources. Vitamelange is looking good. Vitamelange is looking really good. Everything is backed up. I'm using the same system. I would suggest you take a look at train control signals mod. It bypasses depot stackers if next station in schedule is open. Only works with train limits. Oh, it also does that. I thought it was just adding fueling station and depot station, right? Oh, its own depot station. It bypasses its own depot station. Oh. I think you can make it work with vanilla. You can make it work with vanilla. In vanilla, if you set a train station limit to 0, and the train cannot find the next station because its limit is set to 0, it's gonna wait. However, if you explicitly disable this station instead of setting the limit to 0, I think it's gonna skip it. I think it's gonna skip it. Should we have a small experience? Let's run a small experience. I never tried it, but I think I know that because I've read it somewhere. Or let's have a small experience and be done with it once and for all. The limited stations are weighted while the closed stations. Okay, so we don't need to do experience. So yeah, you can reproduce the skipping if you disable the station instead of setting the limit. You can have a bit more complicated circuitry at the station, and it depends on what you want to do, right? Whether you want for the trains to wait for it, or whether you want to skip it. I want to learn for a while. Thanks for this stream. Don't worry. Thank you for coming on the graph. And I'm gonna be stopping, I think, now for today because it's very late, and we have done a lot of work. We have Astronomical Science, which is not working. Hey! we have the Astro Science, which is not working. No, I think it's just waiting for Iridium. Right in time, yeah, right in time. So yeah, let me just confirm that it's not. What? Oh, rocket has crashed here. Oh, that's a bit annoying. We need to do something about it, but that's okay. Yeah, okay, let's remove it. Okay. This one as well. Yeah, I need to put reports everywhere here and make sure that every single part gets picked up. But that's okay. It's not working. Really common case. Yeah, I'm sure it is. Let's launch this. Let's go back to space to continue next time. And yeah, I'm gonna just check for the science. And thank you everyone for coming, for watching. Hope you enjoyed my my TED talk, especially Kovarex part. It didn't go exactly as planned. I thought it would be working better than it was, but maybe it's actually working. So anyway, check out the blueprints if you want. Let me check the science. So what do you need, sir? What do you need? You need not you. What do you need? You need significant data. Yeah, they just need data. And to get the data, they need material insights, and material insights require iridium. Yeah, they need tensile strength, and this one is iridium plates. Yeah, it's just iridium, basically. It's just iridium. So, okay, I'm gonna stop it now, and see you next time. Hopefully tomorrow. Thank you all. And for those who are AFK, I'm gonna find someone to raid. I'm just gonna try to find someone nice to raid. If you have any recommendation. And thanks for coming. Thank you, Bad Touch, for subscribing again. If you're still here, you're one of the first subscribers to the channel. Very grateful for your support, guys. And Kano, see you as well. Playing Factorio is like solving a collection of problems. That's why it's amazing, right? That's why it's amazing. Factorio is amazing. Oh, there is one guy who is already at Naquium. Who is at Naquium? I don't know what it is. I'm not gonna be watching it, but I can send you guys over to him. Oh no, he's not online right now. You never know where you have to work next. Yeah, that's exciting.
About that. But I've been waiting for a phone call all day and they ring.
Let's go to Panda. I like going to Panda. Let's go to Panda. Panda is also doing a playthrough of space exploration, but he's also using Questorer 2, and he's going through the pain of automating vehicles with advanced AI, with AI vehicles. So it's if you like AI vehicles, check it out. He's trying to. Oh, I'm hearing myself. Okay. Let us read Panda.
Oh, they're not fucking hooked up. That's why nothing's happening.
Okay, guys. See you next time. Bye bye.